Good afternoon and welcome to the campus of Slippery Rock, Pennsylvania and the Slippery Rock University for today's PSAC West showdown between your Cal U Vulcans and the homestanding Rock of Slippery Rock. Welcome into today's broadcast. I'm Colin Kirkwood as always. This week joined alongside of me is Nolan Beislein making a return back since homecoming. Welcome back.
Thank you. It's great to be back. I was here last week, but still great to be back and announcing more Vulcan football.
Slippery Rock's going to be a tough task for this California team here today, coming in ranked 10th in the country, undefeated at this point, 8-0, 5-0 in conference. Cal U 6-2 and 4-1 in the conference here, and the Rock boasts one of the most athletic offenses in the country.
Yeah, the Rock is one of those teams that you have to make sure that you pay attention. Number 10, as we said, ranking right now in D2 football, and then with their running type of defense with Ronald Rivers III as quarterback, trying to use that scramble type of defense will make sure that the Vulcans need to stay on top of their game.
Roland Rivers III is the leader in NCAA 2 with 28 passing touchdowns. He sits fourth with 2,500 passing yards, plus he has rushed for 6 as well. So you're right, Roland Rivers III is going to be a very explosive weapon that you're going to need to watch out for if you're this Cal U defense.
Yeah, for sure. It's something that they need to make sure as though that they have about 170 rushing yards per game, while Cal U's only at 137. So Cal U is going to need to shut that down to have a good chance here.
Another thing you have to worry about here when you're going up against the Rock is they've got a group of three, a trio of junior wide receivers, Henry Litwin, Jermaine Wynn Jr., and Sin K. Sweeting, that have accounted for 26 touchdowns to this point in time. So you're going to have to watch out. They're going to throw the ball a lot, and they've got guys who can catch it no matter where you throw it.
Yeah, Slippery Rock, just a dangerous team all around, Colin. You can see why they're number 10, ranked in D2. So the Vulcans are going to have a challenge, but if they can come out successful early, I think they'll have a chance at this one.
One of the interesting points is Slippery Rock is the most penalized team in Division II this season, about 12 penalties per game, and they continue to just rack it up there. They've been flagged double-digit times 5 games so far in this season.
Yeah,
it's a lot of penalties. It's going to set them back, but they continue to score in bunches.
It is a lot of penalties, and I think this Vulcan team, if you can try to get those key penalties against them, offsides, those type of things, is something that they can take advantage of.
California's posted a 5-6 record against top 25 teams under Gary Dunn to his 4-year tenure. Cali's looking to snap a 10-game road losing streak against top 25 teams. The last time they were able to beat one was 2010 when they beat Saginaw Valley, who was number 11 at that point in time. We are just about ready for football here today from Malik Thompson Stadium. We're on the visitor side today is where our setup will be, and Cal U will receive the first half kickoff, and they will be going right to left. Here we go. This rivalry matchup is underway as this is fired back into the end zone and will be brought out after that.
It looks as though we'll have no Mitchell this week. Took a scary hit last week, but looks as though that he'll be leading the team out.
He was very excited to be able to participate today. When I spoke to him earlier today, there he goes. He trots on out to the field with his offensive unit here. They will get ready to take on this Rock defense. Ball be placed at the 25, of course. Cal U going right to left here. Mitchell drop back, one on either side. He's got Brown behind. Here it is. It's going to be a handoff to Brown. He's heading to the outside, jumps back into the line here, crosses up for a couple of yards, give him about 3.
Yeah, Nelson Brown, one of those players that you can rely on really in the backfield. And without Jamoria Cousin this week, Brown's going to have to step up and make sure that he can get all those yards. As he's almost one of those beast mode type players, just keeps on going until he gets tackled.
That's right. Richie Sykes is going to serve as the backup today. Cousin was a bit shaken up. Here we go with a 2nd and 7 from the Cal U 28. Going to go with 3 wide, 2 near, 1 far. It's Mitchell throwing this one to Tyson Hill. Hill's got the first grab here. He's across the first down marker. Still on his feet, out of bounds at about the 43.
Yeah, Mitchell able to find Hill there on the left side and just able to break some tackles and get up near the 43 there. That's just something Tyson Hill does really well, is with his speed and athleticism, just able to break tackles and get more yardage than what, he should be able to.
Amongst the crowd here today, we've got the Cal U Pep Band to our left. Here's Mitchell again with a 1st and 10 coming up Got a man to his right in Brown. Here it is. Handoff up the middle of Brown once again. Brown rumbles forward here. A couple men to beat. Bounces off one. Still on his feet across midfield. Drags a couple of Rock players with him, and they'll be in Rock territory around that 45.
Yeah, once again, Nelson Brown able to break some tackles, do a little bit of a spinorama there around the defender and get up there past the 50-yard line, and that's just what the Vulcans need here on this first drive. Show Slippery Rock who they are and what they're here to do today.
Into Rock territory now. Ball is going to be placed at the SRU 46. Mitchell's going to go with a 3-wide look here, 2 far, 1 near, and a man to his right. It's going to be fake to Brown right across the middle there. Hits his target for a close first down mark there. Be real close. We'll see where they spot the ball. Either way, nice chunk of yardage gained there.
Yeah, great pass there.
Looked like that was Derek Caraway grabbing that one.
Yeah, Mitchell found Caraway right across there in the slant opening and was just able to hold on that one as both those Rock defenders came in pretty strong and tried to strip that ball from him.
They will give him the first down here. First and 10 coming up from the Rock 35. Wind is whipping here. You can probably hear that. It's going to be 2 wide, 3 wide now. Look at Mitchell looking to throw once again, feeling some pressure on the backside, letting it go. Hill's got it falling forward, but it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't hold on to it as he ended in a seated position there.
Yeah, great play there by Eric Glover Williams, the senior, here for the Rock, as he was able to play tight defense there against Tyson Hill and deflect that ball out of his hands.
Want to give a quick shout out to Missy Dunn. Couldn't make the trip here today. Thinking about you here on the road. Hopefully we'll see you next week. But glad you're watching with us today, as well as everybody who's watching on our YouTube and those who are joining us via the Vulcan Sports Radio Network. Second and 10 coming up from the Rock 35. Had some motion there. I thought we were going to get a flag. There it is. Flying up play. Mitchell is going to gun this one down the far side. Trying to jump high for a pass completion, but it's going to be incomplete for Dandridge.
Yeah, it was a great attempted play down the field, but as we saw the flag, so it'll be interesting to see what that one was on, Colin.
Saw some motion on the line before this play got started, so I would venture to say it will be an offsides on the defense.
And as we said earlier, Colin, they are one of the highest taken penalty teams, so right here already, Cal is able to take advantage.
Jeff Marks, the D tackle, guilty party on that one. Mark it 2nd and 5 from the Rock 30. Real Chamber of Commerce afternoon for college football here. If we could just get that chilly wind to subside here, we would have a beautiful day from Slippery Rock, PA. Here's Mitchell on the 2nd and 5 now. Looks to throw, going to the near side, hits his target, rolling forward there. It was upended, and actually great textbook tackle there.
Yeah.
Looks like that was number 7 on that one, Eric Glover Williams.
Yeah, once again, Glover Williams making a great tackle there. And the tight end for the Vulcans. Can't always get the name down, but number 82.
That was Jack Favorny grabbing that one. Here we go, the 1st and 5 now. Rather, 1st and 10, sorry. It's on the 25. That's where the 5 came from. Here we go with a 3 wide, 2 far, 1 near, and it's Brown to the right. Mitchell once again. Here's the handoff to Nelson Brown. Nelson Brown swallowed up immediately after he gets that one and plunges forward through the middle.
And Brown just looking towards the middle there, just nothing going as that defensive line of Chad Kuhn, Trey Blanford, and Jeff Marks are just able to step in and just tackle him.
.53 and rolling here in the first quarter of action. No score if you're just joining us. Cal driving deep into Rock territory here, perched at about the 22. It's going to be a 4 wide look here, 3 far, 1 near for Mitchell, and it's going to be Brown to the left. Mitchell's got this one looking to throw, goes to the outside. That one is brought in by Jaquay Jackson. Jackson breaking towards the end zone, hops over, and he finds his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Vulcans!
Yeah, great play there by Jaquay Jackson, able to break the tackle on the right side and then just use his speed to jump over there to the defender.
Hold your cards here, folks. I think they're going to speak this one over. He might have been out at the 1. Oh, there's going to be a hold call here on California. It will bring it back. Unfortunate there. That was 53, Eric Danik getting the holding call brought up on him.
Yeah, it would have been a great touchdown there, though, for Jaquan Jackson as he was able to break that side and make the leaping effort in the end zone. The Vulcans.
Jaquay Jackson nearly had that one. Would have been an exciting, entertaining play, probably a top 10 play if I would have seen one so far to this point in time, but it will be brought back. First and 10 from the Rock 13 now for this Cal U offense. 11:26 the clock reads in the first quarter. 3 wide look here, 2 near, 1 far from Mitchell, and it's going to be Brown getting a handoff. Brown spins off a couple, still on his feet, continues forward, he falls across the 10-yard line.
Yeah, it looked as though there wasn't much going there, but Brown once again using a spin move and just able to get 5 extra yards for the Vulcans.
Like a pretty stout defensive team here, only giving up about 76 yards on the ground a game. Not quite as stout as California's. Mark of 38.6, but it's going to be second down here, and he'll get a handoff to Brown once again, and he'll drag some linemen forward with him, and he'll get closer and closer.
And not much going there, Colin. Just kind of
just grinding it out.
Yeah, push through the middle, get as much yardage as possible.
It's going to bring up a third down now. Looks like they'll mark him for a 3rd and 5. Scratch that, rather, 3rd and 3. 2 near, 1 far, and a man to the left there for Mitchell. Once again, he's rolling out to throw this one. Tiptoes across there. Oh, and he throws an interception here. Rock throwing it the other way. Finally brought down there. It is number 22 scooping that one up. Dalton the Holt, the safety, right place, right time.
Yeah, just kind of Mitchell was looking towards that left side of the field and kind of had to scramble out and tried to find his target there on the left side, but just great interception there by Dalton Holt. Was able to return it for 20 or so yards back.
Snuck right in front there and was able to swallow that ball up. Cal U had quite a drive going there until that point, Noel, and that would have been a big confidence booster if they would have been able to put that in the end zone against the top 10th team in the country. But instead, we'll see how this defensive unit comes out and fares at this point. Rock offense back out here with Roland Rivers under center for them. Here it is. He fakes the handoff looking to throw. He feels some pressure, has to roll out, dumped it off to the outside, and that's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, had to roll out there to the outside and look toward his.
Sin-K Sweeting, the intended target on that one.
Yeah, you got there before I did, but trying to find it, but just nothing going, and a great defensive stop there for the Vulcans. Breon Koch was there to make sure he didn't get anything else, even though it was incomplete pass.
Cal U leads the PSAC and is tied for second in the nation this year with 16 interceptions by 9 different players. Cal's made at least 1 interception in all 8 games this season, so we'll see if they can do it again here. As it's going to be an explosive run right up the middle there for Rivers. He continues and gives himself up right around the midfield mark.
Yeah, once again you see that offensive ability by Rivers and just able to break through and use that scrambling type of run game. If nothing's open, may as well run it, and he got 20-some yards there, so good play there by Rivers to notice that through the Cal U defense.
It's one of the things that makes this team so dynamic here. You take a look at their schedule. They really haven't played too many big games at this point in time. Of course, barely edging IUP here at home. 45-42 has been their claim to fame, as well as a road win over Wayne State, who picked up a couple of ranked wins on their ledger as well. As that 1st and 10 rush across midfield will put them in Vulcan territory here for the Rock offense.
Yeah, just able to push through there for the offense for the Rock. And this Vulcan defense is really going to need to step up here, as the Rock really relies on their run game.
Wayne State picking up a couple ranked wins over Ashland and Saginaw Valley. Here's a handoff once again to the outside portion of the field here, and there'll be a sizable gain there for number 24, Deshaun Dinkins.
Yeah, Dinkins just able to break through right there for the running back, and as of now, the Vulcans will look for a big defensive stop here on 3rd down, I believe it is.
1st and 10 coming up here. And there it is, a handoff once again. Plunging up the middle is Dinkins, and he is gaining quite a bit of yards on his carries so far. Nice chunk, give him about 5 or 4 on that one.
Yeah, and it's interesting that Dinkins is in so early, as Charles Norway is usually their starting running back. 399 yards so far this season, 6 touchdowns, and averages almost 5 yards per attempt. So
2nd and 6 from the Vulcan 38 here. Rivers dropping back to throw. This one has all kinds of time. Rolls out. Now he's feeling the pressure. Still scooting with this one. Heads to the far side of the field. He's across the 30-yard line. Ball popped out there, and it's still in bounds. I believe it was right on that line. Caillou thinks they have it. We'll see how they rule it.
yeah, there's a great play. Lamont McFadden almost worked his way the entire 360 around the field, but it looks as though that he was down.
Runner was down there, so we will not see the Vulcans getting that ball back. Instead, the Rock will get another first down here as they're moving the ball with ease this early. 7:52 and rolling in the first quarter here. Still nothing. Rock looking to break that tally here as they continue to move the ball efficiently. Going to go trips to the far side, one near side for Rivers and company. Here he is looking to throw. Roland Rivers feeling pressure once again, steps up in the pocket, almost falls with this one, continuing to scramble, throws it towards the end zone, and almost a touchdown pass there, but that one is going to be incomplete. Was looking over towards that near side of the end zone and just couldn't get it done.
Yeah, looking towards that near side of the end zone, as you said, Colin, looking towards Jermaine Wynn Jr., the Richard Jr., but just not able to, almost just off the fingertips. So if that was a little bit further, could have been the touchdown there for the Rock.
Yeah, right off that turf, bounced off his face, Max. Just couldn't get it in time. Here we go with the 2nd and 10 now. It's on the, Cal 30. And to say Rock here, they moved out of their own zone quickly as Rivers scoots right through on the draw look once again. Open space in front of him. Good shoestring tackle there. Saving a potential touchdown on defense was Aaron Brown.
Yeah, Aaron Brown was able to make up, almost looked like he slipped a little bit in the middle, but able to still grab the shoelace, as you said, Colin, and make him down before that potential touchdown.
Looks like they'll put the spot at the Caillou 11 for Rivers and company as they're going to go with a 3-wide look, 2 to the near side, 1 far, and Dinkins to the right here. Handoff to Dinkins as he's swallowed up by the line rather quickly and thrown down with some force there. A couple of Vulcans in on the tackle for that one, mainly Julian Cox getting it done.
Yeah, Cox, once again, such a big presence on this defense along with Lamont McFadden and many others, but just able to, if it's not Lamont, it's usually Julian able. And we've seen Julian have many big games throughout the season, so maybe this will be another one for himself.
Caillou looking to right the ship here. Rock leads the series 48-30. There were 3 ties as well, so Caillou trying to get closer and closer. It's going to take a little bit, but trying to get that back to 500. Here we go. 2nd and 9. Rivers going for the end zone. Lot of pass interference potentially there, but it's going to be hauled in. Either way, touchdown Rock.
Yeah, great play there by Rivers to find his wide receiver, number 11, Henry Litwin, and just able to find that corner, as it looked as though it would have been pass interference if he didn't catch that one, Cotlin, but great play there by the Rock.
They are off and running here, and they'll set up for the special teams attempt now. Jake Chapla, the man who defeated California 2 years ago today here at this field in a top 10 ranking for California at that point in time. Defeated the Vulcans in overtime with a long field goal attempt that sent the town into a frenzy. Here's the kick up, and it is good. So Slippery Rock takes the lead here, 7-2-0. 6:08 left to go in the first quarter of action. You are watching and listening to Vulcans football on CUTV Sports 1 and the Vulcan Sports Radio Network.
Colin, what's wrong, man?
I just don't know how my family back home in Millersburg, Pennsylvania can watch our stuff down here.
Well, they could follow us on Twitter, or they could like us on Facebook.
Yeah, but what about our sports? How can they watch those?
They could watch it live on our YouTube channel.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
Hello, welcome back here. Rock getting ready to tee this one up and send it back to California after breaking the 0-0 score. Litwin catching a touchdown pass from Rivers to get the Rock on the board here first, capitalizing on the Mitchell interception. Here's the kick. It's up. Went into the wind here. It's going to be a bit short. Brought in by California. Going across the 20. Still on his feet. 25 and falling forward there on the 30. I believe that was Derek Lockhart bringing that one.
Yeah, great play there by Derek Lockhart. Just able to break through.
Take a look at the PSAC West standings. We will here. Slippery Rock up top, of course. They beat IUP. They stay undefeated. IUP 7-1. Cal U 6-2. And then the rest falling behind the Seton Hill, Edinburgh, Clarion, Mercyhurst. A couple 2-2s and a couple 1-4s. Vulcans taking over on the 31 for Mitchell and company. Back out here. Going to go with a 4-wide look. Too near, too far for them. And Brown steps up to the left. Here it is. Mitchell drops back to throw this one. Looking pretty mobile. Sends this one down the field. Jackson. Oh, and he was tripped a bit there. He's looking for the flag, but I think just a turf monster popped up there and got him, and he fell down.
Yeah, Jackson almost had that one, but as you said, it was like he caught that 40-yard line, and it was a little bit of grass stepped up and tripped him out.
Gotta watch out for those turf monsters.
The Rock got really lucky there.
Gotta agree with you on that one. 2nd and 10 now. Ball still on the 31. 4-wide look once again here. It's going to be a handoff to Brown. Brown pulls forward. Give him a gain of a couple yards.
Yeah, great play there by Brown, able to shake off some tackles as he was able to get through number 52, Jeff Marks, the defensive tackle.
Gain of 3. They will give him here. It's going to be 3rd and 7 from the 34. 7-0 Rock here. 5:26 left in the first quarter. If you're just joining us today, 4 wide again for California. Brown to the right. On this 3rd down look, Mitchell looking to throw, goes to the outside, hit Dandridge for the first down as he falls forward, gets it by a couple inches there, but it's a first down nonetheless.
Yeah, great play there by Jordan Dandridge to be able to get that reception and get over the line for the first down, as he's one of those wide receivers that Mitchell relies on a lot to be able to go to get some key yardages for the Vulcans.
1st and 10 now, ball placed at the 41 of California. Four wide again, look, just the same formation that's outside of Dandridge once again. Dandridge still on his feet across midfield, falling forward at the 45 of the Rock.
Yeah, great screening play there by the Vulcans, as I think that was number 1, Derek Caraway, providing the screen over there on the right side of the field, and Dandridge was able to get out for another first down for the Vulcans.
All spotted at the Rock 45. Hasn't been a problem moving the ball to this point for California. They drove deep into Rock territory. That unfortunate interception there shut the drive down as Holt was able to grab that one for California. Brown bounces off one there. Thought he was going to get tackled for a loss, but he moves right on forward there. And that's where he continues to excel, those yards after contact, Owen.
Yeah, great play there by Brown, as it looked as the number 1, Brad Saffram, was going to be able to make the tackle there and get him for a loss, but just able to push through. And almost just like Marshawn Lynch in the NFL, or in his former days in the NFL, just kind of pushes through and doesn't give up.
Tell you what, all the analysts here love to make NFL comparisons. You like to, Devin likes to. A lot of NFL comparisons we see here, and why not? 2nd and 4, bringing up here from the Rock 39. It's going to be a handoff once again to Brown. Brown on forward once again across the 35. Still on the feet, dragging a couple with him. Continuing to freight train forward here, and he's brought down to the 20.
Yeah, great running play there by Brown, as he was just able to push through and almost makes a few guys miss, and I thought he was almost gone, but just that Slippery Rock defender there at the very end was able to make the tackle and give the Vulcans a big gain there once again.
The place that the 13 is the official marking. Don't think that's correct. I'll put it at the 20 instead myself with my own eyes. Here it is, a bit of a high snap there, able to be brought in by Mitchell. Brown makes one miss, only has one person to beat as he dives on into the end zone. Tie it up, touchdown Vulcans. Nelson Brown knots it up.
Yeah, great play there by Nelson Brown, able to make a guy miss on a little bit of juke move just find that back left in the end zone, and Nelson Brown is in this game, and he is ready to take over for the Vulcans.
Higher on to attempt the extra point now. Hold is down, kick is up. And that kick is good. Nelson Brown ties it up for California here. 2:43 left to go in the first quarter of action. 7-7 our score. Don't go anywhere. More Vulcans football action coming up. You are watching and listening to it live on CUTV Sports 1 and the Vulcan Sports Radio Network.
Have you seen the new Cal U Vulcan logo around? Have you wondered where to get gear featuring it? Then go to calvulcans.com and click shop. Log on and browse a full selection of men's shirts, women's shirts, pullovers, hoodies, and more. All items feature customization with the new Cal U Vulcan logo and wordmark. The site also features a full selection of hats, tailgating items, and accessories. Don't be the last person to sport new Cal U Vulcan gear. Go to calvulcans.com today.
Welcome back, everybody. There's the man with the plan, Nelson Brown, on the sideline there after tying this one up. Oh, ball fell off the tee. Pretty windy here today, so we're going to have to get somebody out there to probably hold that one.
It's a very windy day here up in Slippery Rock, Pennsylvania. It's a cold day, windy day. Now it's November. I think fall may be over, Colin. Sadly.
Okay, let's try it again. Looks like it's not going to move. Here it is. Into the wind. That one goes as well. It's going to keep kicks pretty short here today. Over a fake end around there. Continuing forward across the 30. Still on his feet. Almost could have been a big issue there for California. Sweeting was breaking that one away. But we got a flag on the field here. In the meantime, while they sort this one out, let's check out the PSAC schedule for this week. Big one out there in the eastern part of the state, Kutztown at Westchester. That one essentially is going to decide who will win the PSAC East. Bloomsburg at DeVille. Clarion taking on Edinburgh. Gannon at Hearst in the Battle of Lake Erie. IUP at Seton Hill. Tough Seton Hill team looking to upset another season here. East Stroudsburg at Shepherd, another big one. And Lockhaven at Ship.
Yeah, and as you were reading those off, Colin, that was a holding on Slippery Rock there, so I'm moving back because I was on number 25.
Good work, partner.
Jalen Danderfield. I had the name coming.
You had it coming. You got it delivered.
I just lost it at the last second.
Good work. It's only the second time you've done this all year so far for football, so still getting that new car smell out of the way, you know?
I feel that.
First and 24 now in Rock territory for Rivers and company. It's going to be handoff directly up the middle, and goodness, he's got some speed there as he falls on forward there, does Dinkins.
Yeah, he was able to break right through that defense and been able to get some good yardage. And as we see, that they've only really thrown the ball 1 to 2 times, and the one time they did, Colin, was for a touchdown. So you can see how much they really rely on this run game.
Yeah, whether it be a run from their designated running back or Rivers as well, as he continues to hand it off once again to Dinkins. Nowhere to go on that one.
Yeah, great stop once again by Lamont McFadden.
They will give him the first down, however, as he was able to cross the marker, but still not that much room.
No, not much going at all. Even though he did get it, just not much going. So great stop there by the Cal U defense. And if they, sorry about that.
Oh, no problem at all.
They can figure out this run game. I think they could have a great chance here.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on that. It's been a talking point all season that California's rush defense has been an elite unit in this country as Rivers drops back in the 1st and 10. Target and incomplete there. Probably heard the footsteps rumbling on forward with that one. Jimmy Pierce there to cover that one up.
Yeah, great play. But Jimmy Pierce just able to get there and put pressure on that wide receiver and made him drop it. So once again, you can see for Slippery Rock, the throwing game is not really working for them. except for the one touchdown.
Sometimes that colder weather has a play. Well, yeah, except for that one touchdown. But sometimes that colder weather might have an effect on catching that football as Rivers drops back on 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Hits his target across the middle there. Bit of a break in coverage there into Vulcan territory there. That was number 2, charging forward, Reggie Mays Jr.
Reggie Mays Jr., one of those wide receivers that's just able to use his speed in that left side of the field and just able to break tackles. And you saw there, he was just able to break through that tackle. Looked as though Julian Cox was beat there.
Rivers Survey still holds on this one. All the time in the world in the pocket. Still on his feet, continuing to hold this one, and he'll go ahead and wisely get rid of it. But he had a lot of time there to think about where he wanted to throw that one.
He did have a lot of time there, and it seemed that he thought maybe the Vulcans defense was going to be able to get in there for a sack, but just not able to as Rivers had to throw that one away.
2nd down coming up now. Ball placed on the Vulcan 45. Here it is, Rivers looking to throw once again. Surveys, feels some pressure, has to roll out of the pocket, dancing all around. Boy, he is quick, I'll tell you what. As he zooms on forward across the 40, and that's what you got to watch out for, Nolan. If you have good coverage, you see what happens every time there. You get good coverage downfield, which is what you want, but then you have to worry about Rivers just rolling right on out of the pocket and gaining tons of yards.
Yeah, Rivers was just able to roll out, and Dylan Boytus was almost there, but he slipped up. Once again, one of his turf monsters came in to play, but that's what gave Rivers the chance to get out and get the 1st down.
Ball placed at the Vulcan 28 here. 4 wide look for the Rock. It's going to be a handoff for the Rock as they try to break it to the outside. California all over that one. Great wrap-up tackle there. Once again, Jimmy Pierce getting it done on the defensive side. Nowhere to go. Might mark it for a loss of 1.
Yeah, that entire middle linebacker group there and defensive backs able to shut down that run play there by the Rock and make him for a loss. As it seems that it was 2nd and 10. I don't think he got back to the line.
That'll bring us to the end of the 1st quarter of action here. 7-7 our score, all square in this one. 3 more exciting quarters of football coming your way. You are watching and listening to it live on CUTV Sports 1 and the Vulcan Sports Radio Network.
Have you seen the new Cal U Vulcan logo around? Have you wondered where to get gear featuring it? Then go to calvulcans.com and click shop. Log on and browse a full selection of men's shirts, women's shirts, pullovers, hoodies, and more. All items feature customization with the new Cal U Vulcan logo and wordmark. The site also features a full selection of hats, tailgating items, and accessories. Don't be the last person to sport new Cal U Vulcan gear. Go to calvulcans.com today.
Welcome back, everybody. Once again, a lot of chat action going on here today. Thanks to everybody who's joining us. All 196 of you. Glad you can join us here today.
It's great to see a lot of people are tuning in. It's a big game here for the Vulcans, and we're tied up going into the 2nd quarter of this exciting game, and it was an exciting 1st quarter overall, Colin.
I'll have to agree with you there. 7-7. I mean, what else could you ask for to get something underway? Like a pair of fighters feeling each other out to this point in time.
Cold weather football may be the best football.
Got a couple licks in, and now we're ready for the 2nd quarter of action. It's going to start now with a 2nd and 11 for the Rock. It's Rivers with a dink-dunk screen dump there for Dinkins. A dink-dunk dump off to Dinkins. Let me tell you what, if I had a shirt printing company, you guys would be ordering that.
That was pretty impressive. Not what I expected you to say there.
All right. Well, yeah. 3rd and 2 coming up here. Rock continuing to move this ball quickly down the field. Mostly via Rivers here. 3rd and 2 coming up from the Vulcan 21. It's going to be a 4-wide look once again for the Rock. And Dinkins switches from left to right for Rivers. Here is Rivers back to throw this one. Feels the pressure, just steps up, runs this one. Almost gets a hold of him. He spins off there, and the California defense jumps on top of him. But I think they'll get a 1st down out of that.
Yeah, I like to say that they're going to be able to get him down for the sack, but just once again able to use his speed and being able to have that scrambler type of defense just push through and get the first down.
It's always tough to see, especially where we are in these points in time, just the fact that not exactly lined up with the sticks down there. Of course, you can never really see if they cross the line or not.
Especially from our angle.
It's going to be Rivers faking to the outside here, and he'll gain a couple of yards as the cause continues to move forward here.
Rivers once again just keeping it, and that's something that the Rock, we said already, can rely on so much that if nothing else is working, you may as well run it, and you have two people who can run it, so why not?
Why not? Gained 7 on that one. Ball on the 10 here. Second down coming up. Rivers holding on to this one for dear life. Tried to hand it off to Dinkins, but decided to hold it himself, and he'll gain maybe 1 or 2 on that.
Yeah, great stop.
If
there.
any.
Yeah, great stop there by the defensive line there with Gerald Brown, Derek Corboy, and Stephon Brown. Able to step up and force the third down here.
They'll give him 1 yard on that one, so it'll be third down coming up.
And a big stop here for the Vulcans.
3rd and 1. Ball on the Vulcan 9. Rock continuing to drive. They're going to pack it in tight here. Go with a 2 wide, and it's going to be a toss to the outside for Dinkins. Dinkins swallowed up there. Got back to the line, but that'll be all.
And nothing going there, as it almost looked like it was going to be a toss out to the outside, but just not able to. But it looks as though that they'll be going for it on 4th down. So maybe with these wins, we won't be seeing as many kicks, Colin.
We've been seeing it on these kickoffs here. It's really been shortening the distance. But Noah Dillo in on the stop there for California, bringing up the 4th and 1. Wonder what the strategy is going to be here for head coach Sean Lutz. California is going to take a timeout, so that might blow a hole in the strategy for the Rock. But either way, that's the Gary Dunn strategy here instead. Coaches make the game, as somebody once told me.
Yeah, and
I'd have to agree with that. What do you think?
I would have to agree with you there about that. And I'll explain after we talk about this graphic.
Yeah, talk about the Super Region 1 rankings as we've reached that point in time for the year where we talk about all the different conferences that come up to make Super Region 1 for playoff participants for D2. Of course, Slippery Rock in those Super Region 1 rankings sitting at number 2. A couple of foes of California's schedule in that. Kutztown up at number 1 right now. The Rock at number 2, who they're taking on today. IUP at number 4. They've played some pretty heavy teams, and Westchester sitting at number 6 if they play them as well. Just think about that. That'll be 4 ranked opponents that California will have played and will be playing in the Super Region 1.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Westchester does today, as they had that key matchup against Kutztown.
Big time. It's always important to note who makes up Super Region 1. Of course, there's a couple conferences that help to make it up. We've got the PSAC that we are in, of course, here for our coverage. The MEC, a lot of West Virginia teams in that one. The NE10, which where St. Ansler was from, if you remember them from the beginning of the season, and the GMAC. Here comes the 4th down play. 4th and 1 to go from the Vulcan 9. Rivers steps up to the line directly under center with this one. He's got him. There's going to be a flag.
And that was a flag there, and you can see here in the Rock that they're trying to bring their big guys here on the left side of the field, so it's going to be interesting to see if there'll be some sort of play at left. And that's what I was going to say earlier, that I think that's why Coach Young called that timeout, to get the right players out there, because that was a flag there in Slippery Rock.
Yeah, that one was on the Rock indeed here, so they're going to back up a couple of yards.
And instead of a touchdown attempt now it's only a field goal. So, and we've seen the Vulcans block many kicks this season, Colin.
Yeah, most notable one was going into the half at IUP. That really swung the momentum back to California's favor here. But it's Jake Chappell, the man with the plane here. He's going to kick this one for the Rock, try to get them back into the lead. And there's going to be a couple whistles here. I think we're going to see some kind of false start going on for the Rock. Maybe offsides on California. We'll sort this one out.
Looks as though both teams want to play their own points, and that is them. We'll just see it go now.
It's going to go as an offside on California here. Thought it was going to be one of the two, and they are the guilty party. So 4th down try once again here.
Yeah, and it looks as though that we may see the offense come back out again this try for this 4th and 1 once again, Colin. So, repeating what we just saw.
Same scenario, let's try it again. 4th and 1 from the 9. And I believe you're right, Nolan. They'll send the offense back out. Here we go. Everybody packed in tight here for the Rockets. Rivers, he has this one and he charges on forward. He will pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and he's able to find that opening right there through the middle. And almost had Cal U off guard a little bit. Lots of scrambling on the sideline to see what they were going to do.
He had the patience there. You watched him able to follow his line, opening up the right holes, and River was able to get across there. Got a good gain of about 4. So it's going to be 1st and goal from the 5 of Cal U now for the Rock. A lot of motion on the line here, man. To either side of Rivers, it's going to be a direct handoff to Dinkins. Dinkins still on his feet. He's down really close. Looks like they're going to spot him at the 1.
Yeah, it looks as though that, as you said, at the 1 or 2, Colin, but as it looks as though going to do a little bit of hurry up.
Here we go, right back to the line here. 2nd and goal coming up from the 1. Rivers once again hands it off to Miller. California stuffs in on that one. Nowhere to run on that attempt.
Yeah, it looks as though that was a great.
Julian Coxon on the stop there for California.
Yeah, between him and
they're going to bring it back once again. They're going to continue to just try to cram it right on in. Here comes the 3rd and 1 attempt. Now it's Rivers faking it to the outside one, and that one trying to go high. And that one is in. It's going to be a touchdown for the Rock. Number 92 getting it done there.
Yeah, the Rock just applying that pressure nonstop and just doing that hurry-up mode almost like you would find in Madden. Just keep on it rolling, and that's what they did.
Colton Richards, the big tight end, 6'2", 290.
You can see the disappointment a little bit in the Vulcan sideline down here that they knew they had him and just found that opening.
Here comes the Chapla extra point. Here it is. Holds down, kick is up. And that one is good. The Rock strikes once again here and get themselves back into the end zone, and they take the lead 14-7 over Cal U. 10:58 left to go in the 2nd quarter of action. Don't go anywhere. More Vulcans football action coming up on CUTV Sports 1 of the Vulcan Sports Radio Network. Welcome back, folks. 2nd quarter of action we've got here. 14-7 Rock lead. They charge their way down the field and found the end zone with a grab by Colton Richards, the tight end. 6'2" freshman, 290. Here it is, long kick. That one went into the wind here. Follow the stream. It's going to be Lockhart bringing this one back. Shimmy shake there, still on his feet across the 30, and he'll be spotted at the 30. Right on the dot.
Yeah, and for the Vulcans, looking at the schedule,
only 2 more games left after today. Going to have, of course, Senior Day next Saturday at home against Seton Hill from Adamson Stadium, and then tentatively Westchester is scheduled for the 16th, I should say. We'll see if that one stands. It's all going to depend on how that game goes over in the eastern side of the state.
And it'd be interesting to go to Westchester. I know some of us haven't been there before. I don't know if you've ever been there, but
only place I haven't been yet. I've been everywhere else. I'll be there for basketball coverage in a couple of weeks, believe it or not here. It's going to be a handoff up the middle for California. Still on his feet, continuing across midfield, rumbling on forward there. That was a great play call by California. Of course, Jamoria Cousin not playing today, so it's Richie Sykes on the carry.
Yeah, great play there by Richie Sykes to use his speed and just break that outside, almost like Jamoria Cousin usually, where they both use their speed. Just able to find that opening and move the Vulcans past the 50.
Yeah, Westchester, the only place I haven't covered yet. We'll see if we can scratch that off the list later in this season. 1st and 10 now from the Rock 45 after that big gainer there. It's going to be Sykes once again falling forward across the 45.
Yeah, like this, that the ball came out, but he was down as one of the Slippery Rock players got that, but just nothing going on there for the Vulcans.
Didn't get anything on that one, was just able to dive back to the line of scrimmage, did Sykes. 2nd and 10 now from the 45. Man to either side of Mitchell here, 3 wide, 2 near, 1 far. Here he is dropping out, throws this one, feels some pressure, goes across the middle. That one's almost intercepted. Dangerous pass there. Was in the hands of number 45 for the Rock, but he dropped it. Tim Vernick.
Yeah, Vernick, like I said, that he was going to get that interception and tipped it up and thought maybe one of those cornerback or full safeties was going to be able to come in and grab that one, but just nobody there. And Dandridge and didn't catch the other one, wide receiver, but both of them were almost just not there in time for it to have a chance at the play.
3rd down now and 10, still from the Rock 45. Mitchell gets the signal from the sideline. They're going to go with the same formation here, man to either side of him and 2 near, 1 far. I believe we're going to see a timeout called here. Yeah, we will see a timeout called by California, so they'll group up, see what they want to do on this 3rd down attempt.
And with it being 3rd and 10, you want to make sure they get as many yardage. And trying to take a punt at this far is just kind of not worthwhile. So this is almost, in my opinion, a two down play to get the 1st down.
Never know.
Maybe risky, but
So it sounds pretty risky to me, but hey,
sometimes you have to take a risk to be successful.
Yeah, we don't get paid the big bucks to make the decisions. Like I said, fantastic day here. All we could wish for is if that wind would slow down a little bit.
And it's about a high of 48 degrees. I'd say it's probably right around 43, 44 degrees right now. But that wind is just keeping it a little bit cooler. And I know we've had plenty of hand warmers handed out to us today.
Yeah, we've got a tent over our little setup here, and I'm scared one of these days it's going to blow right over. We're going to have to go send somebody to fetch it. It's been off the ground a couple of times here. That's how strong the wind is today. Here comes the 3rd and 10 play, man to either side of Mitchell. Still sticking with that 2 near, 1 far format here. Mitchell's looking to throw, going across the middle. Hit his target, and Jaquay Jackson across the 20-yard line. Big gainer there.
Once again, Jaquay Jackson finding it wide open. That's almost no Mitchell's hot target so far in this game. Just finding them all over the hill, all over the field. As Tyson Hill been a little bit quieter. Sometimes you have to change it up. And you're talking about that wind. That reminds me of the high school game that we did at Uniontown whenever one of the parts of the roof came down and hit you.
Oh, yeah. I think you've seen everything until you get hit in the face with a roof tile. 1st and 10 now coming up from the Rock 19. Mitchell rolls out to throw this one. Dumps it off. Couple of yards to gain there. Ball pops out, falling towards the end zone. Lucky enough that one scooted its way out. That could have been dangerous. Looks like that was Jack Vaborn. He couldn't hold on to that one the whole way.
Yeah, like I said, that one just tipped out the hands of Vaborn as he caught it. But luckily that one was able to get out, so still was able to get some sort of yardage, but not too dangerous.
They gave him a yard on that one. So it'll be 2nd down and 9, I believe. There it is, up the middle. Right across the 15 for Brown.
Yeah, Brown just able to get through there a little bit, but just not much going as the middle linebackers made a big stop there. Once again, so 3rd down here for the Vulcans, and almost one that you need to convert at this time.
3rd and 4 with 8:20 left before the half here. 14-7 Rock lead. All on that 14 of the Rock here. It's going to be Mitchell with a 4 wide look here. 3 near, 1 far, and Brown's back into his left here once again. Here it is. He's going to the outside and single coverage there. There's going to be a flag thrown there as Dandridge couldn't grab that one. We'll see who it's going to go on.
Yeah, and we saw Dandridge get the flag down. We saw Mitchell as well get hit after the play as he was down there for a second. So still a little bit sore after last week's hit, but luckily he's okay there.
Believe we are going to see roughing the passer on this one. He did take a lick after he let go of that one.
Either.
No, it's going to be pass interference on the Rock instead, so we'll take that too.
Yeah, I mean, it was one or the other most likely.
It was going to be one or the two, yeah. Just happened to pick the wrong one.
50-50 shot. Can't always be kind of lucky.
If I was, I'd be buying a lottery ticket. First and goal coming up now from the 4 of the Rock. 3 fresh attempts here. Everybody packed in tight, 1 on either side. It's a Brown handoff. Brown unable to get that one as the Rock line got the push first and sent him backwards.
Yeah, that was a big stop there by the Rockers. That was number 45 once again, Tim Vernick. That almost had the interception earlier near the 45-yard line, making the stop there on the Vulcans for second down.
Did gain 2 yards, though, however, as both of those piles pushed forward. Everyone packed in tight here once again. Tried to go quick, but that one was shut down as the Rock got a time off out in time before they were able to snap that one.
Yeah, like the Vulcans maybe would have had a touchdown there, or almost down to the 1-yard line, but able to get that one just in time. We saw that the other day. And we were just talking about the NFL comparisons in the NFL game on Thursday night.
And there it is. You can see Kutztown on your screen, or those listening. The PSAC East we're chatting about here. Kutztown 8-0. Haven't lost yet. Westchester 7-1. Gonna have to check in on that one there. Shepherd right behind 6-2. And then 5-3 for East Stroudsburg. And that really kind of separates all of those who could make some noise there. Of course, Bloomsburg 3-5. 2-6 for the Ville, and Ship and Lockhaven 1-7.
Yeah, Kutztown, we saw them in the beginning of the year at home, that first home game, and just came out strong and just pretty much showed their presence. They're ready to fight for a PSAC championship, and here they are, undefeated.
Looks like Kutztown's taking care of business at the half right now, 23-3. Golden Bears got the lead over the Golden Rams in the Golden Bowl, which I just dubbed it.
Well, looks like we may be taking a trip, possibly.
We'll see. Still plenty of football left to be played here. 2 whole weeks we got to keep an account for. You never know.
That is true.
But you're right. Definitely does look like if that holds, you will see us from Westchester in 2 weeks. Westchester's kind of been on a downward spin there since they took on Shepherd and lost in the Ram Bowl. Here it is, the handoff to Brown. Brown charging forward. There he goes, bouncing off his own players, but he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Vulcans. Nelson Brown with 2 on the day.
Yeah, great play there by Nelson Brown, just able to push through and use his speed and bounce off one of his own offensive linemen there for the Vulcans and get the touchdown. So once again, could be a tie game here with 7:18 left here in the second, Colin.
Tearing on to hold this one once again for higher. Holds down, kick is up. And the kick is good. Cal U ties this one up, 14-all, 7:18 left before the half here. Don't quit anymore. More Vulcans football action coming up here on CUTV Sports 1 and the Vulcan Sports Radio Network.
Consider the future. Your future. At California University of Pennsylvania, you can build your life your way because we believe in you. We invest in you, empower you to create the future you envision. We give you the tools and teaching so you can rise up and achieve. Don't settle for someone else's vision of you. Build you at CalU. Visit us at calu.edu.
Welcome back here to Mahalik Thompson Stadium on the campus of Slippery Rock, University of Pennsylvania. Games tied 14-all here. An exciting game to this point in time. Kickoff is up and away. Bought in by the return man. Thinking about an end around. Here they go. They're going to go for it. Dumped it off to Sweeting. Sweeting spinning off a one there. Still on his feet. Continuing to be dragged down. Now it's going to be a great special teams effort there as they shut him down back around the 10.
And they tried to use a little bit of a switch up once again, as they have done almost on every touchdown.
It's tricky. Sometimes you don't see that ball off in the right place and time. It could be trouble.
Yeah, that just didn't work out. It's on the mention. Blaze is using the bench down there.
Yeah.
It's a little.
Good thing they provided extra benches there for Blaze. We don't have the homestanding beam of steel for him to pound on there, so he'll just pound on the next closest thing that's just going to be some rolling bleachers.
May as well.
Yeah, why not? Here we go, 1st and 10 coming up from the 15 of the official mark there for the Rock. I believe somebody's going to call a timeout. Oh, no, we got flags on the field instead. 2 of them in the backfield. Legal substitution there on California, Nolan.
Yeah, didn't catch that one to see where that was, but it costed them in that good yardage that they got on that stop from the kick return.
Only gave up 5 there on that one, so it's on the 20. So 1st and 5 now from the Rock 20. Here is Rivers. He has this one. It's going to be a handoff to Dinkins. There it goes. Right up into the line. Jermaine Stevens in on the tackle there, getting strong.
And Jermaine Stevens showing his size and strength, just being able to shut down that run game. That's what you need if you're the Vulcans, to get a key stop here in the second.
Here comes the 2nd and 3 now. It's going to be handoff outside to, Dinkins was going to get that one, but it was held on by Rivers instead, and he's dropped in the backfield.
Yeah, great play there by Aaron Brown to recognize that he didn't hand off that ball, and it was able to stop him in the backfield, and that's what the Vulcans needed here on one of these key stops.
Sure got me on that one. 3rd down and 7. 6:13 left before the half here at 14 all our score. Rivers got 3 wide here, make it 4 now. Sweeting steps up to the slot. There it is, a a pass to the outside, I should say. Tripped up there by the shoes. Great tackle there. Noah Dillo in on that one.
A great stop there by Noah Dillo, able to just get the shoe and get the tackle, as he's been having some impressive weeks here. One of my most improved players since last season.
Kadir Dixon was the intended target there. He grabbed that one, was a bit short, so they're going to send out the special teams unit here, and they'll punt it away.
I would make sure that you're watching on all angles, that this isn't a trick play, Cotland, because you never know.
Here it is. Ooh, almost a bad hold there, but it's end over end spinning. Barely gets its way across the 50 by a couple of inches there, but it'll be brought down at the 45.
Yeah, just a little bit of an off kick there by the punter, as that was Jake Chopla, number 99.
Fast-moving first half here as we are almost to the end of it. 14 all our score. It's been a back-and-forth affair so far. Nelson Brown pacing California at this point in time.
Yeah, Nelson Brown having a very impressive game, as he has been in the past couple of weeks, with last week as well. I had the note, lost it, but I'll get back to you on that one about Nelson Brown.
All right, whenever you figure that one out, just give me a holler. Here's Brown to the inside, rather, and they are in on the run for that one as he's still on his feet, smacked at the 40.
And
all in on him. He's been the game plan so far to this point in time, so you might as well key in on him, you know?
Yeah, not much going there for him as he lost some yardage. And now that I found what I was going to say, having over nearly 200 yards last week, you know, you may as well keep on going to him, but you've seen Mitchell looking more towards Jaquay Jackson so far, as well as the freshman. So having 2 options could trick out this slippery Rock defense, make it a little bit slippery out there.
Yeah, he had himself a day against the Lakers last week. 2nd and 14. Ball on the Vulcan 42. Mitchell's dropping back to throw this one. Going to the outside. Hit his target there. Easy for Dandridge. Had a lot of room across the 50 now. Still on his feet. He dodged 3 people right there and just couldn't keep his momentum forward. If he could, it would have been even more yards. But still, dodged 3 defenders on that one.
Yeah, great offensive awareness there by Dandridge, and it was almost like a cheat code as you'd put in a video game, just making sure you juke everybody, and that's what he just did there.
3rd and 3, as it is into Rock territory now, on the 47 to be exact. Wind continuing to whip here today, has those Rock flags on the home side whipping. Trips to the near side, one far here for Mitchell as he's going to throw this one on 3rd down. Steps up in the pocket, he's going to roll out with this one. He's upended there and he's able to hold on to the football, which is the main part you want to see, but he'll be short of the 1st down by a yard.
Yeah, not much on there, so Mitchell took it in his own to run, and you always have to be cautious about that one just because whenever a quarterback keeps it, you never know what could happen.
4th and 1 with 3:13 left here before the half. Clock still rolling. Offense still on the field for California here for a 4th and 1.
And
they might go ahead and go for this one, Dolan.
Yeah, I think at this point of the field, you almost have to and try to get it.
Up to the line quick here, and they are going to go for it here. It's going to be handoff to Brown. Brown tripped, and I believe he's going to be short. Might not have paid off there on that one.
I like this. That was number 22, Dalton Holt for Slippery Rock, stopping that one.
Yeah, it looks like they'll be short. I don't think they're going to call for a chain measurement here, because from our vantage point, I mean, it's dead center. You can see.
Yeah, from our vantage point.
You can see from this vantage point here. I mean, the 1st down mark is at the 44.
Unless it's by inches or
unless the right front part of that football. We'll see what happens here. They are going to bring the chain gang out. Let's see when they stretch it out where this one goes. It's going to be short, just as I thought here. I'm not sure why that one needed a measurement, but either way, Rock's going to get the ball back on downs here.
Yeah, you can see I thought from our vantage point, I'd had to agree with you there that it was close, but
by at least maybe 2 feet. Not 2 feet as in ruler, I mean 2 feet as in people feet.
Yeah. It took a couple extra seconds there for them to keep on measuring that, so that was very interesting to see that.
Jermaine Stevens about to get run over there by the chain gang. They are running right behind him the whole time. It's like a sweeper getting him off the field.
Yeah, I saw one of the Vulcan defenders had to jump over it on the way out, so they're just coming through.
Rock back on offense here on their own 44 for Rivers. Here he is dropping back to throw. A lot of pressure here from California. They snuck quickly through there, chasing him down. Oh, he shook off one, and he just passes that one forward in a dump-off attempt there, but that just wasn't going to get it done.
Yeah, Noah Dillo bringing that final pressure, and it looked as though that he was going to be sacked. And also great defensive awareness there by the Vulcans as that was Jamal Martin Jr. stepped in as well.
Second and 10 now, still on the 44 of the Rock. 2:45 left before the half. Going to go with a trips near look here for the Rock. Here's Rivers. He's back to throw this one. Survey still feeling it out here. Going to go long down the field with this one. Has a man jumping high. He's got it still on his feet, heading for the end zone. He's going to get in with an explosive play there. Touchdown, Rock. Henry Litwin does it again.
Yeah, once again, just finding that wide out, able to break the cornerback back there, as that was Aaron Brown, that he just got by, and surprisingly that he stayed in bounds as well. That it looked as if it could have been out, but great touchdown there for the Rock.
Chapla on to set this one up for the extra point. Explosive play there.
Chapla on to attempt the point after.
Hold down. Here's the kick. Almost blocked there, but it does find its way through the uprights as the Rock takes the lead. 21-14. 2:35 left to go before the half. Don't go anywhere. The rest of it's coming up right here on CTV Sports 1 and the Vulcan Sports Radio Network.
Colin, what's wrong, man?
I just don't know how my family back home in Millersburg, Pennsylvania can watch our stuff down here.
Well, they could follow us on Twitter, or they could like us on Facebook.
Yeah, but what about our sports? How can they watch those?
They could watch it live on our YouTube channel.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
Welcome back, everybody, as the Rock is getting ready to send it back to Cal U once again. Big pitch and catch play there. Threw it way on down the field for Litwin. He's got his second for the day.
Yeah, great throw there by Rivers to find Litwin down the field, and just with his size at 6'1", just able to get up and over Aaron Brown and score that touchdown. So just back and forth here. So let's see if the Vulcans can answer back here and tie this one up before halftime.
Chaplet tees it up and sends it away here. Scooped up by Lockhart. He's across the 20, still on his feet at the 25, and now he's down. About the 26.
And we'll have to see how this Vulcans offense responds here. It'll be interesting to see if they'll run it and try to wear out the clock here with about 2:30 left, just because the Rock will get the ball back to start the second half.
Offense back out there for Cal U. 2.5 minutes left here, 2:30 to be exact for all you numbers fans out there. Going to be trips to the near side. Here it is, Mitchell dropping back to the first one, feels some pressure, and he's smoked on the ground there and took an actual blow to the head right there. Hopefully he's all right, grabbed immediately for his head on that one, but it will be incomplete.
Yeah, there's a big rush there by the defensive line. Those number 95 Trey Blandford, 6'3", redshirt senior, and 260-pound force just coming through, blowing through, trying to get to know Mitchell. So great for him just to be able to get that ball away.
Here it is, 4 wide look here for Cal U. It's going to be a Brown handoff as Brown slices his way forward across the 30-yard line. So quick.
It's so quick and so strong. So he uses speed to get through and his strength just to keep on pushing as well and hold off the defender as he pretty much dragged Brad Staffan for 3 to 4 more yards.
I would have to say he's continued his strong performance from a week ago against the Lakers, as he's already got 2 touchdowns to his credit. 1:50 left here. No rush for California here, just trying to let this one go. It's going to be 3rd and 4 from the 32. Here it is, Mitchell drops back to throw this one, going to the outside, hit his target for a first down and a little bit more. Caraway.
Yeah, great play there by Caraway. Mitchell able to find his wide receiver in the Vulcans. He'll get the first down and keep the ball moving with about 1:30 left.
First down here. Mitchell's going to drop back and throw this one to the outside once again. Hit his target again in a short fashion. It was Dandridge getting that one. He's across the 40.
Yeah, like as though they're looking for one of those screen plays, and can you imagine in a couple of seconds, if not soon, they're going to have to start looking to gain more yardage than just these 2 to 3 yarders just because of time taken down.
1:05 left here before the half. Here it is, the 3 trips to the near side. It's going to be a Brown to Brown on the outside here, trying to get across the 40. There he goes, still on his feet near that 45, and he did get out of bounds on that one, so that should stop the clock theoretically. Looks like they're going to let it run there. It looked like he was out of bounds. Everybody was blocking us. I thought he was able to fall out, but no, it's going to keep on running.
Yeah, and I don't know if the Vulcans realize this, that it's running, because they seem as though they're taking their good old time at the moment.
33 seconds with the ball placed at the 44 of Cal U. Still in no particular hurry here. Might just be content to let this clock run out here on a 3rd and 5. And the Rock going to go ahead and call a timeout here. Might want a chance here if it's a short punt from that wind and they get it back. They might have a chance for a long toss and score opportunity once again here, Noel, if they can close off on this third down.
Yeah, Slippery Rock and get through still having a timeout as well in their hands to try to get down the field and then try to get one towards the end zone, or even a run type of play towards the end zone, since we know they're explosive offense. But for the Vulcans having the ball right now, you have to imagine that they're probably looking to get 20 or so yards here and probably most likely take the timeout to try to go for the end zone, if not be in range for at least a field goal.
If you think about it, if the Rocks somehow able to get this ball back and go for one of those pigeon catch scores once again, they get the ball back to start the second half here, so you don't want to be in jeopardy of falling down 3 scores at the snap of a finger.
You do not want to be down 3 scores, especially against this strong team of Slippery Rock. That sure, it's been close here early, but 21 points already in the first half. It shows you how much they score.
Here we go, 3rd and 5 from the Vulcan 44. Oop, had some motion there. There's the flag. Mitchell's going to go ahead and let it rip, and it'll be short to Jackson. Should be getting a first down out of this one, as I think the motion came first on the Rock. We'll see how they run with it.
Looked as though.
There it is. They'll go ahead and move it on forward. It's going to be number 13 who was offside, Chad Kuhn, defensive end.
Taking a bit of time there, Colin, to call that flag, so didn't know what they're exactly doing.
Here we go, 1st and 10 now, 12 seconds left on the clock from the Vulcan 49. You got a timeout to play with here, so maybe if you throw it deep. Here he goes, Mitchell back to throw, goes across the middle. There's Jackson, he has it. Oh, and the ball pops out there, so it should be incomplete. Somebody's trying to run it back, continuing to somehow trying to juke out the referee. I don't think he's going to tackle you, so you don't have to juke him out, but it should be incomplete.
Yeah, that was Eric Glover Williams. I thought ball came out, and I don't know what he was trying to do there with the referee. It almost looked like the cha-cha or something. I don't know.
Trying to play a game of Dance Dance Revolution out there.
Back in the good old days on the Wii.
So it's going to be 7 seconds left here. I believe California's going to go ahead and take their last timeout, which they will. So let's see what they come up with here for this 7-second game plan that they've got to work with.
You know, Colin, if they can get a quick snap and get to the outside, they may have a shot towards the end zone with maybe 3 to 2 seconds left, but everything needs to happen perfectly. And that it's probably a 1 in 10 chance of that happening.
Yeah, they were able to hold on to that last pass there. They might have had a shot at a field goal before the half there, but laid the wood on that hit.
And if the score stands the way it does, Colin, big defensive stop for the Vulcans will be challenged on the very first drive of the third quarter.
Holding a team that scores 49 points a game and 21 at the half sounds like a recipe for success to me.
You would think so. We saw them against IUP whenever it was 45 to 42.
Here comes the 2nd and 10 now with 7 seconds left from the Vulcan 49. It's going to be a 3 wide look, 2 far, 1 near here for Mitchell, and he's going to have a man to either side. Here it is. He's dropping back to the close one, looking to just go ahead and fly to the end zone. Steps up in the pocket, and there he goes. Just dumps it right off with 1 second left on the clock. They'll go ahead and run that last second off the clock, so I guess that might be the end of the half here. Thought he might have had an extra second to play with, but now he won't, as that will bring us to the end of the half here. Rock leading 21 to 14. Nolan, what does Cal have to do to change things up and get back tied up, or even take the lead in the second half, in your opinion?
I think, just in my opinion, honestly, it's just a simple thing, making sure that you keep clean plays and just keep on moving it slowly and steadily. And for that defense, just making sure he can get that stop on the third down. I mean, overall, it's a good game so far for this Cal. Just some simple mistakes that have costed them so far.
Any other things you think they might need to work on, bring out here? I mean, you're doing a pretty good job so far. 21 points at the half against, like I said, 49 points. Done pretty well, if you ask me.
Yeah, I think just making sure that you convert on those third down and make sure that you keep on staying on discipline. I mean, Cal hasn't taken many discipline calls, and we've seen those in past weeks. So that's just, I don't think there's a lot. It's just the simple things that can make them come ahead in this second half, you could say.
Just the simple things indeed. So we'll go ahead and step aside here. We'll be back for the second half of action. Don't go anywhere. More Vulcans football coming up on CUTV Sports 1 and the Vulcan Sports Radio Network.
I'll never forget the day our landlord called and said, read your lease. No pets allowed. My owner tells him my dog ate the lease, but that didn't work. And now I'm stuck in a shelter. But this pit bull is ready for a new crib. I'm loving, loyal, and play well with others. So don't be intimidated by all my muscles, because the biggest one I have is my heart. That's right, I said it.
Consider the future. Your future. At California University of Pennsylvania, you can build your life your way because we believe in you. We invest in you, empower you to create the future you envision. We give you the tools and teaching so you can rise up and achieve. Don't settle for someone else's vision of you. Build you at CalU. Visit us at calu.edu.
Welcome back. Second half of Vulcan's football action coming up here from Mahalik Thompson Stadium on the campus of Slippery Rock University of Pennsylvania. Colin Kirkwood and Nolan Beislein with you here. California getting ready to send this one back to the Rock and get our second half underway.
Yeah, big second half here for the Vulcans. Need a big defensive stop to start this half. And my opinion, after what we saw throughout that first half, Colin, I feel as though they can.
Very, very capable. I have to agree with you. Here we go. California kicking this one left to right here to get the second half underway. And it's up and away. 2 quarters left here. Who wants this one more? We'll see. Return man out across the 10, and that's all about the farther he's going to get.
Once again, a great stop on the kickoff return there for the Vulcans, and that's just the start they need, as Roland Rivers III is going to come out strong in this half and going to try to put an end to this Vulcans defense.
And he's been playing very well to this point in time. We've seen a lot of explosive runs from him so far, really breaking his way up the middle in draw fashion. It's been very successful here to this point in time. First and 10 now. It's going to be from the Rock 13. Rivers in the shadow of his own goal post to get things started here. Going to be a 3-wide look here, 2 near, 1 far, and it'll be a handoff to Dinkins. Dinkins out across the 15, probably to the 16 is where he'll come to rest at.
That was a great tackle there by Noah Dillo and Stephon Brown, to be able to get into that one and make the tackle there for the Vulcans.
Give him a gain of 1. It'll be a 2nd and 9 from the 15. Rivers going to let it fly down the side. He's got himself a man. There he goes, breaking it down. We'll see if they can catch him. They finally caught him there, but they were really stacking the box there, Nolan, and the Rock makes them pay.
Yeah, there's a little bit of movement where they sent the 2 guys to the right side, so that made both Dillo and I believe that was Nigel Garnett to move that right side of the field, and then they just took advantage on the left side of the field and had a man on, and I felt as though he was going to be going for a touchdown, but Lamont McFadden was able to catch up and get tackled.
Kadir Dixon sprinting away with that one. First and 10 now from the Vulcan 19 after the big gainer for Dinkins, as he is swallowed up immediately by Stevens as the ball popped out there. Just couldn't grab it in time. They're saying he was down, but I thought they might have gotten out before he hit the ground, Nolan. Either way, refs say it was out, so it will stay with the Rock.
Yeah, no matter what, he didn't get any big gain there, so great stop there by Maine Stevens. And just made sure that there's nothing going. And then D2, there's no replay other than our replay, so
they can't see our replay.
And they cannot, because I don't think we have replay today.
No, we do not. With this setup, we've never had replay with this setup. Here we go, 2nd and 6 now from the 16 of Cal U. It's Rivers dropping back to throw, feeling some edge pressure here, has to roll around. Look at him, he ran the whole way around, now he's backwards and just threw it away. He spun around in a complete circle. That's how quick he is, and he was able to almost find an explosive route to the outside. And I think they're going to call it. I thought they were going to call intentional grounding here, but they won't. And they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so they will not be calling that. I really thought we were going to see it.
I thought we were too. I did not see number 24, Deshaun Dinkins, in that area at all, as it looked as though he was just kind of throwing it towards the ground. So that's one of those rules, Colin, I just think. If it's towards almost nobody within 5 yards, they're not catching it, so it should be grounding.
3rd and 6 now from the Vulcan 16. Here's Rivers back to throw, bringing some edge rush here, letting it fly for the end zone, and it'll be incomplete, out of bounds.
Yeah, it was a great play there by Jamal Martin Jr. to make sure that he stayed on his wide receiver there, as Litwin tried to get his 3rd touchdown of the day, but just wide. And then now they made sure that they only get away with a field goal possibly, so great defensive stop there, even though that they're still giving up most likely some points, better than 7.
Yeah, if anybody is more confident in making any kind of field goals, it's Jake Chaplin. Holds down, kicks up, nearly blocked there. And it will be no good.
And I don't know if there was a tip maybe there or something, but just it missed it a little bit left, as that was a tip.
Yeah, I think it came out the fingers of Jamal Martin Jr. He came around the edge there, and I think he did get maybe 1 or 2 fingers on that one to really spin it awkwardly coming off the foot.
And he said you would want Jake Chaplet taking the field goal, but from that distance, and with this defensive presence that the Vulcans provide, I would not want him taking that kick.
And this win, too.
And the
Always got to
win.
keep that in mind, you know?
Yeah, the flags across the stadium are still continuing to whip.
Here we go. 1st and 10 now. Cal taking over on the 20. It's going to be a handoff to Brown once again here as he powers forward to the 25, still on his feet. He didn't even go down on that play. He was up the entire time. Up now he finally was down, but either way, he was up the whole time.
Yeah, it's crazy to think how somebody can stay up like that while trying to get tackled and just keep on moving forward, as he probably gained 3 to 4 extra yards after he probably had 3 to 4 guys on him alone, Colin. So great play there by Nelson Brown.
2nd and 3 we've got here from the 27. Mitchell's got a man in motion, and Hill. And here is a handoff to Brown once again. There he goes across for a 1st down, keeping the chains moving.
Yeah, great little attack there by Tyson Hill. It looked as though that he was going to take the ball, so move that cornerback from the left side of the field, but just caught him off guard, and they were able to get the 1st down there.
Here we go now. 1st and 10 once again. It's at the 31. And it'll be Brown once again. There he goes with the carry, but nowhere to go on that one. A couple of Rock players in to shut that one down. Brad Zaffram in there first.
Yeah, both Brad Schatzum and Dalton Holt both able to get into that one, and just nothing going there for the Vulcans. So a little bit of a drop yardage there, so maybe having to look towards the throw once again.
Zaffram, the senior outside back. Led that core in there to shut that one down. The wind continues to howl here. 2nd and 13 from the 28. Mitchell drops back to throw this one. There he goes to the outside. Hit Dandridge. Wow, he snagged that one out of the air quickly, and he was able to hold that one. He took a big lick there.
Yes, Tyree Spearman was right on him, and it looked as though that maybe it could have even been an interception, but great reception there by Dandridge to get in there and to hold on to that one as well.
10:38 left in the 3rd quarter here. It's going to be a 3 wide look for Mitchell and company. Going to go 2 near, 1 far, and Brown out there to his left. Signal relay here. Comes the 3rd and 10. Mitchell's going to throw, feeling some pressure, has to roll out with this one, pointing it out there, and he's tackled right around the ankles, able to catch up quickly. Thought he was going to outrun him, but nowhere to go. Number 13 trailed him the whole time there for the Rock. Chad Kuhn, and finally bottomed down.
Yeah, just great defense there by the Rock, able to bring that pressure to Mitchell, and just nothing he could do as he was behind him, and he had just nowhere. Not that he had no awareness, but just you can't see behind you. You don't have eyes in the back of your head, so just not much going there for the offense.
Joey Hood's going to make his way out to punt this one back to the Rock. Jermaine Wynn Jr. is back to return this one. Punts up. It's going to be brought in around the 35, still backtracking by the 30, and they'll bring him down at about the 26.
And the special teams here today, Colin is playing exceptionally well, not letting him much yardage.
Yeah, there you can see the Rock schedule. A couple games left for them. They've got Gannon coming up on the 9th, and on the 16th, they've got Bloomsburg on the road. So this is their last home game. Of course, it was senior day today. So really, they're going to close it out pretty easy, if you ask me, in the next couple weeks after this one. Gannon really didn't give California too much trouble, and Bloomsburg hasn't been a very sticky team that we've seen so far in this time, so they just got to get through this one. I think it should be easy going, but it should be in the state game, so they won't have Bloomsburg. Got to keep that in mind there as they shut that one down. Always a tough one to remember, so we'll see. They'll probably end up getting Kutztown when that one's done, so up uptick there in talent, if you have to ask.
Yeah, I mean, can't ever count out Gannon. I mean, from earlier I was hearing some things around that Gannon always brings a good fight against Slippery Rock. Slippery Rock will be traveling up there too, so just something to pay attention. Never say it's done till it's done.
2nd and 12 here. Rivers has to roll out. There he goes, trying to point out downfield, and he's going to let it go. Got his target there. Wow, big gain there. It's got to be at least 30 yards.
And once again, a great play there by Henry Litwin to come back and just find the opening, and that's just tough play there for the Vulcans after the great sack there, just having that take place.
It's going to be spotted at the Cal U 46 there for Rivers as he's going to go ahead and screen. Look this to Sweeting. Sweeting still on his feet there. There he goes, caught his feet, and he's going to break it all the way into the end zone. Touchdown for the Rock.
And just able to bring that screen and just found the wide opening space throughout the entire play. And that just led to the touchdown. And with the speed, just Aaron Brown not able to catch up to him.
Oh, and they're calling out a penalty marker here. I didn't even see it.
I don't know if there's some
I don't see it.
I didn't either. I don't know if there's some sort of unsportsmanlike or coach shot holding or some sorts, but I would have to assume it's unsportsmanlike.
Yeah. Chatting with Coach Dunn. They're going to keep the touchdown. 3, 9, and 11 all got unsportsmanlike conduct there for the Rock. Let's go ahead and run them down here.
One was Jermaine Wynn Jr., number 9.
See, number 3, Sinkay Sweeting got one of those. Jermaine Wynn Jr. and Henry Litwin all got them.
As either Henry Whitman or Reggie Mays Jr., as they both have 2 number 2s, so one or the other.
So now they'll kick the extra point attempt here. Once these referees finally get in place now.
Now Chapla to attempt the point after.
Here comes the extra point from Chapla. Bit of a high snap. Kick is up. And the kick is good, so the Rock adds some more points to the board here as we got a penalty marker on the field. So let's see what's going on with that.
And if I get that one correct, that was just contacting the kicker. Roughing the kicker.
Yep, just like you said here. So we're going to go ahead and step aside. 8:16 left in the third quarter. Rock 28, Vulcans 14. Rest of the game coming up here on CTV Sports 1 and the Vulcan Sports Radio Network. Welcome back, everybody. Rock getting ready to send it back to Cal U and see if they can catch up here. Now down 2 scores, 28-14. Can't let it get out of hand, Nolan.
No, you cannot.
Gotta try to respond on this one.
Yeah, and this is a drive that I think it's a do or drive, almost drive, that Slippery Rock was able to march up the field. I feel as though the Vulcans could do the same, just simple things. So, and that they should have good field position as the receiver or the return men are already at the 20. So, should be able to get at least to the 50, my opinion.
We'll see. Maybe they'll close out quickly. You never know. Jimmy Pierce back there, Derek Caraway back, and Lockhart all back. Chapless kicks up and away. It's going to be brought in by Caraway. Here he is at the 20. He's on his feet 30. There he goes 40. Still breaking through a couple. Still on his feet 45, 50. And now he's on to the other side. Still spinning off another. He's cutting back to the other side. He's on the 45. And he's brought down at the 40. So there you go. You said they were going to get to the 50. And they even doubled you up there and got it to the 40.
They did. I mean, I just kind of felt as though that it was going to happen this time. And it did. A great running there by Derek Caraway to break some tackles and just move all throughout the field with his athleticism.
Good as field position as any they've had today at this point in time, so you really need to try to find a way to punch this one in. I mean, there is a lot of time left, 8:04, and we're only in the third, but still, you never want to fall behind 3 scores. At least that's in my respective judgment here. It's the 1st and 10 now coming up from the Rock 40. Mitchell's got a 4 wide set out there. It's going to be Sykes getting the carry. Sykes continuing forward. He's over the 40 and is going to be down near that 35.
Yeah, that was just a big stop there by the defenses. That was number 41, Harrison Sanders. 6 foot, 205 redshirt sophomore just kind of came in and sat down Sykes on that play from getting him to gain any more.
2nd and 7 from the 35. Rather the 36. Going to go with a 4 wide set once again from Mitchell, and he's going to throw this one. There he goes to the outside. Caraway wasn't quite on the same page there. Didn't have his head turned in time to see where that one was going, so it's incomplete.
Yeah, it's just off. Just a miscommunication there between the play and just missed Caraway's hand. So, once again, already a 3rd down here, Colin. This is not what Cal you needed.
Still got a chance to get a 1st down here on the 3rd and 7. On the 37 of the Rock. Still going to keep that 4 wide set out there. We'll see how this one shapes out. Rock stack in the box here. We'll see if they bring some pressure. It looks like they will. Mitchell's going to go ahead and shoot this one high. Was a bit too tall there for Jaquay Jackson. It'll be incomplete.
Yeah, just out of the reach of Jaquay Jackson as he was falling back down his back foot. And as you can see, the Vulcans going for it. I think you almost need to soon.
4th and 7. We'll see what they can cook up in the play call lab here with 7:19 left in the 3rd. Sykes steps to the left of Mitchell here. Now he'll switch him to the right. Here he goes, drop back to throw to the outside. There's out of the hands of Dandridge, and it's going to be incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, just little things like that are just, you think you have it, and then we've seen those throughout multiple parts of this game, Colin, that it's just, you know, almost couple passes, they've been in the hands that just come right out, so those cold hands, cold gloves, just slipping right through them.
Rock trots back out here, and they'll take over on their own 37. Rock setting up their own form here. Going to go with a 3 wide look, and it's going to be Rivers keeping this one, and there he goes. Gain a big chunk of yardage there, and he's out near the 45.
Yeah, Rivers just keeping it for himself and just marching right up through a little bit of a QB sneak and able to get 5 yards, if not 6 yards there. And if not 7 yards, actually.
Here he goes once again, back to throw on the 2nd and 3. Here he goes, pump fakes, goes across the middle. That one's going to be incomplete. Lamont McFadder in on the breakup.
great break up there by Lamont, able to come across the middle there and shut down the play.
Bring up a 3rd and 3. For the Rock, they're going to bring out their 5 wide look here and rather bring Sweeting back to the right. So it'll be 3 near and 1 far for them. Here it is. Goes to the outside and a bit of a screen look there for Sweeting, and he's going to get the first down.
Yeah, just a little bit of a toss, run right out to the right side, and just found his man Sweeting wide open and gave the Rock the first down there.
Sin-K Sweeting, of course, brought over as it's going to be a pitch to the outside there. Almost lost the ball's out. California's got it. Here they go the other way, still on the feet, continuing to hold this one. There they go. Thought they were going to break it all the way to the end zone, but that's going to put some life back in them.
Yeah, that was a great break up there for the Vulcans.
Aaron Brown.
That should be a good break there, as Brown almost got the whole way down, but just tripped up. They got caught there, but great play there by the Vulcans, and this is where the Vulcans offense needs to attack and take over.
That was big. They needed that one. California with a chance to get back within 1 score here. Ball officially spotted at the Rock 28. Here's Mitchell with a 2 wide look. It's Hill in motion, and he'll dump it off to Hill. Hill breaking to the outside here. He's across the 30. Gained a couple of yards there as he smoked out of bounds. Got rolled up onto a couple of trainers over there.
Yeah, Tyson Hill just able to try to break out and get some sort of yardage over there, and it looks as though that there may be a flag on the play.
Might say he got hit a bit too late there. Oh, we got an injury timeout here. I'm not sure who the injured party is. I can't quite...
Looked as though that was one of the Slippery Rock defenders, as that looked as though that was number 7, Eric Glover Williams, that got injured, so.
2nd and 8. They will bring out here on the 27. Man to either side of Mitchell with 2 to the near. Here he is looking to throw this one, has some edge rush, steps up in the pocket there, tries to scoot forward, and he'll gain a couple of yards there. Maybe 2.
And nothing open there for Mitchell, so just have to keep him himself. So about 3rd and 7 here for the Vulcans, and on this play you need to make sure that you get the first down. Can't get away with a field goal here.
5:24 left in the 3rd here, so the clock continues to run, not in the favor of California. They're still down 2 scores. Got to figure something out here, as they're going to go with the 3 wide look, 2 near, 1 far, and the man to the left. Here it is. It's going to be a handoff to Brown. There goes Brown, right on the back of a couple linemen, and it's going to bring out 4th down here. Not much room there to work.
No, not much room at all, Colin, to work. Is just tried to find an opening in the middle, but Slippery Rock making sure they shut that down, as Brown has been dangerous all down, and now they once again had to go for it on 4th down. So that defensive stop may not pay off as well as what they expected here.
4th and 4 from the Rock 21. Keeping the offense out there, so we'll see if they can do it. Weren't successful the last time they tried this. See if they can cook up a special play this time. Going to go at 2 far, 1 near, and Brown to the left of Mitchell here. There he goes, Surveys goes to the outside, and that one is going to be incomplete. Derek Caraway couldn't grab it. Nowhere for that one, and the Rock will take over again.
Yeah, once again, back-to-back plays where first Jordan Dangerous and now Derek Caraway both slipped through their hands, and just nothing going there. Mitchell's getting the pass to him, just not able to hold on to it. But once again, the defense is going to have to come up and try to get a stop again.
Rock offense back out there on their own 23 with 4:18 left. 28-14. Rock still leads this one. Going to be a handoff there to Dinkins. Dinkins wrapped up, crossing the 20.
Great Great player there as
We got a downed Vulcan on the field now.
I didn't catch who that was that got injured there.
Looks like Stephon Brown, the injured party here, number 97.
Stephon Brown, one of those key players there for the Vulcans. Defensive line, so it'll be interesting to see if we'll see maybe Jordan Scarborough enter the game.
Of course, PSAC West standings there. The Rock looking to make their way into the state title game. Unless they end up falling once, then we'll have the tie between them and IUP. But other than that, they're holding it down at 8-0. 2nd and 10 from the 23 of the Rock now. Rivers back to throw. Has all day to look for a pass spot here, and that one is nearly intercepted there. A bit of an odd read. Not sure what was going on with that one. I don't know if he broke correctly there. Dinkins came up in a run screen look there, and Jimmy Pierce was able to elbow him and knock him out of the way.
Pierce able to get in. Once again, it just calls for a little bit of miscommunication there, and for Rivers, just nothing going there, and almost had to just throw it in time because one of those defensive linemen, Colin, we're going to get to him sooner than later.
3rd and 10. We'll see what Rivers and company can come up with here. They're going to bring out their 5-wide package. Rivers, the lone man in the backfield. Here he is, surveys, goes to the outside. It's the Sweeting dump-off once again. Got to watch out for those. We saw that can come back to burn you the last time, but they will cover this one up, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Once again, Colin, great stop by the defense, and the defense is really playing a lot better ever since about halfway through that second quarter, whenever they started to figure out that run game and such. There's nothing going for Slippery Rock, so now it's the offensive's turn once again to get things going.
3:18, the clock reads and rolling here. Chaplin got it. Here is his punt. Beautiful punt here. It's going to be brought in right near that 45. It's Caraway. Caraway breaking to the outside. He's in the Rock territory. Still on his feet there. He might take this one the whole way back. There he goes. Still on his feet, and he's brought down around the 10. Great. Beautiful field position here. That's what you need to have if you want to break it in here.
Yeah, great play there by Derek Caraway. Calling for the blocks up the field. There's a great block there by the tight end, as I thought that was the tight end, but I could be wrong there. But just overall, great blocking there by the Vulcans, as that was number 88, Derek Lockhart, that just blocked him and got him the whole way down. So right here is where the Vulcans need to take advantage of this play.
They'll officially place the ball at the Rock 9, so 1st and goal after the big punt return there. Vulcan offense going with the 3-wide look here. 2 far, 1 near. 2:54 we got on the clock. Still 28-14 Rock lead.
And it looks as though that the Slippery Rock coach maybe trying to talk things over with the ref, thinking maybe there's a holding or such on the call, but
A little too late for that at this point.
no review for that, so.
Now they're set back and ready. Coming up from the Rock 9 here. The 1st and goal. Here it is. Mitchell fakes the handoff. Keeper goes right up the middle. Not anywhere to go on that one. A bit surprised he held on to it.
Yeah, I'm surprised that was here. I thought that was a give off to Nelson Brown, but it was a keeper for himself.
Now, 2nd and goal.
There in the play, I noticed as well, we're there on the Slippery Rock side. Their medical tent started to fly away a little bit.
I might want to hold that down
That
over
doesn't
there.
look great over there at the moment, but caught my attention. I just saw something kind of flipping. I'm like, what is that?
It's no joke. This wind's been outrageous here. Here's the 2nd and goal from the 9. It's Brown. He's got this one. Brown going for the middle. Oh, he's going to be short by a yard there. Textbook chop down tackle there.
And Nelson Brown just working through the middle, just trying to get as many yards. And great blocking there by the offensive line by Mark Gibson and Brendan Bebston there. Able to get through there.
Minute 41 left here in the third. Still a 28-14 game. Here's Mitchell on the third and goal from the 3. He's going to hand it off to Brown. There goes Brown into the end zone. Hat trick for Nelson Brown. Touchdown, Vulcans.
Great run there by Nelson Brown just to find the wide open. So you see the wide opening. Just great offensive lineman blocking for the Vulcans, and that's what they needed here.
Put some life back into the California sideline here. We can see them energized once again.
There's plenty of fans here for supporting Cal U today, Colin. So
Hire going to attempt the extra point now. Here it is. Kick is up. And it is good. California back within one score here, 28-21. 1:27 left in the third quarter of action. Don't go anywhere. More Vulcans football coming up here on CTV Sports 1 and the Vulcan Sports Radio Network.
Colin, what's wrong, man?
I just don't know how my family back home in Millersburg, Pennsylvania can watch our stuff down here.
Well, they could follow us on Twitter, or they could like us on Facebook.
Yeah, but what about our sports? How can they watch those?
They could watch it live on our YouTube channel.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
Welcome back. California back within striking distance here. 28-21, Rock lead. After a big punt return from Caraway, Nelson Brown gets the hat trick, finds his way into the end zone for the third time. There's the kick. This one is up and away. It's going to be brought in around the 10 there. Not much room to work. Russell dropped around the 30 there, so he made a quick return, got back from like that 15-10 area all the way up to the 30.
great, once again, great kickoff return, or a great kickoff return defense there by the Vulcans, and the Vulcans defense is going to look for another stop, and they've been able to recently, so let's see if they can do it again.
They'll take over on the 28, will the Rock. Minute 21 left here in the third quarter, 28-21. They still lead. Here's Rivers back to throw this one, bringing some edge rush here. Had to dump it off quickly. Hit the target there, and there he goes for a first down.
Yeah, Julian Cox almost got to him there, just bringing that outside pressure, but able to get the throw off Rivers. And finding his man over there on the wide side is out number 3. Once again, Sinclair Sweeting. Wow, really messed that one up.
2nd and 5 now from the 34 of the Rock. Everyone packed in tight here. They've got it, and they're going to just move it right on up the middle there. Big burst of speed. It's going to be a first down and a lot more there for Dinkins.
Dinkins just find that wide opening space. And being a big man, 6 foot 220, is able to push his way through with that speed that he has.
Sinclair Sweeting, a guy that made the switch. I mean, he was a member of Seton Hill a couple of years ago, and then he was snagged and brought over here to the Rock. Boy, that's an odd formation they go with here as Dinkins continues to roll forward here. Rivers makes a lazy move there. Almost looks like he's going to attempt a rugby-style kick it, and then he goes ahead and hands it off to Dinkins, and they gain so many yards out of it. It's odd. They've been gaining chunks of yards with it.
That was interesting, as this quarter will end is not what I expected to see at all.
And that will bring us to the end. Fourth quarter coming up. Who's going to want this one more? 28-21. Rock's got the lead. More action coming up on CUTV Sports 1 and the Vulcan Sports Radio Network after this. Welcome back to the fourth quarter of action here from Hollick-Thompson Stadium on the campus of Slippery Rock University of Pennsylvania. The Rock only have a 7-point lead over the Vulcans here, looking to spoil senior day. Here it is. It's going to be Rivers handing it off up again the middle here. Dinkins on his feet, getting another big burst of yardage there, Noel.
Yeah, well, once again, Dinkins just able to push right through the middle, and now you can start to see the Slippery Rock offense using the run game once again.
Another 1st and 10 here from the 32 of the Vulcans as they continue to gain plenty of yards. Here's Rivers rolling to the near side here. Still on the feet. Oh, almost brought down there, and he's able to run on out of bounds. Tracking it down quickly was Julian Cox.
Yeah, Julian Cox almost got to him, but Rivers just put in that extra little bit of footwork and pushing himself out of bounds before he got hit. And that's something you don't see a lot. Rivers hasn't gotten tackled much, as he's just able to get to that outside edge, even if it's only 1 to 2 yards, able to get out.
2nd and 7 they've got now from the 30 of Cal U. Stacked in tight, going to go with one on either side here. Here it is, dropping back the throw. Rivers going for the end zone. Could be a backbreaker, but it's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, great recognition there by Aaron Brown as he was able to get to the outside there and just push him out. So once again, another big stop here for the Vulcans, 3rd and 9.
Kutztown wrapped up the victory over Westchester, so they will be the East representative in the PSAC title game. Slippery Rock wins this one. They'll be well on their way to being the West representative.
That had to be a heck of a game out there today.
Indeed. 3rd and 7 coming up here from the Vulcan 30. It's Rivers. He's back looking to throw. Feeling some pressure. He's still in that pocket, dancing around, calling it out right across the middle. Oh, and he hit his target for a 1st down. Goodness, he had all day to throw there in the pocket. He was able to find somebody under pressure.
Vulcan's just not able to get to him as the offensive line there for the Rock able to step up.
I was amazed. I mean, if you watch that play, there were at least 3 white jerseys around him closing in. They just could not find a way in. Their line is so good. Give them credit here at the Rock.
And that line stepped up. Lamont McFadden wasn't able to get around it. I believe Julian Cox came in as well, wasn't able to get around, so the line just stepped up, as well as the young lineman trying to get through as well.
Here it is, 1st and 10. Oh, smoked up quickly there. Good work by the California defense, able to jump that one quickly. Number 55, Gerald Brown, in quick.
Brown making sure that his presence is felt and just forcing him back after that previous play, not able to get to him, and making sure that he got to him that time.
So it'll bring up a 2nd and 11 as he lost a yard there. From the .23. Here it is, back to throw here. Rivers rolling out with this one. There he goes, rolling Rivers, rolling out just like his name states as he gets another 1st down.
Once again, Rivers just getting out of bounds and just using nothing going, just run it. And I think that's what has helped Slippery Rock so much throughout this game.
Another 1st down coming up here. Clock slowly ticking here. California's defense is going to need to make a big play here if they want to give their team a chance to tie this one up. As that clock continues to roll, Nolan, and the closer they get to that goal line, I mean, they're in. It's going to be a first and goal from the 10 here, but still, you want to try to shut them down. Went for a toss look there, and there goes Rivers rolling out again, going for the end zone. Almost intercepted there. Diving effort by Dillo, but he couldn't grab it.
And you notice Rivers every time almost uses a little bit of a play action type style, get out of the pocket and work around that. Then we see him many a time, so just working through, finding the openings, and with his speed, he's able to do that.
Second and goal now from the 10. 11:54 left in this one. 28-21. Rock has the lead. Either way, you think about this. You don't convert here. Let's say you bring up a fourth down. You at least have a chance to make it a two-score game as Rivers goes ahead and keeps this one. He's swallowed up. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one. The defense able to jump quickly.
A great play there by number 31, Dylan Boydas, as he just pushed through there. We got to the quarterback, Rivers, and forced him back. So another big third down that, in my opinion, it's a must stop here on 3rd and 13.
Oh, it is, without a doubt here. I mean, you let them in and they get a two-score advantage on you with only about 11 minutes left of this one. It's going to make it tough. Let's say you make it a two-score game here with a field goal added onto this one. You got a chance. Especially with how well your kicker's been playing to this point in time. Heyer's been having a great freshman season so far. You can put some trust in him to make big kicks like that, and the Rock's going to go ahead and take a quick timeout.
Plus, there's still plenty of time out there, Kyle, in that it's not as though that they need to rush it up the field as quick as possible to score. They still have plenty of time.
Here's the schedule once again here. Of course, Kutztown picking up the win. Big win for them as they will represent the eastern side there. 30-17 was the final score in that one. Kutztown being the East champion for the 4th time in program history and the 2nd time in 4 years. Of course, the last time California saw them, they were in this season, but they did win one of those titles, and they took on Cal back in 2016. A game where California absolutely dominated at home at Addison Stadium.
That was before my time.
Long time before you, was even barely into my time.
That would be true, as that's probably your sophomore year, freshman year.
Something like that. I want to say freshman year. Yeah.
Way back then.
Long time. To check in on some of the more notable games there. Let's see what's going on with Shepherd, and that's one I'm definitely interested in.
Shepherd's a team that I'm interested to see in the near future. And it would be interesting to see whenever we may get them on a schedule. But just see them play, they're not that far away from Cal.
Here comes the 3rd and 13 now. Rivers dropping back on the 13. Hits his target, and they'll be short for a 4th down. Oh, ball almost came out there. Had to squeeze that up quickly. Did Litwin, but it's going to be a 4th down. So we'll see what they do in this 4th and goal. Do you think they go for it? Looks like they're going to send out Chapless. He's out there getting a couple warm-up kicks in.
And you can see the disappointment in Rivers as he was upset with how that play worked. But once again, the Vulcans here are going to look to block that kick, as you hear usually in the fans here. So we'll be interested to see what they can do here.
Here it is, Chaplin on. Kicking from the 9. There it is. Oh, it's blocked by California. It's still on the ground. Lamont McFadden chasing after it, still trying to get a hold on it. Just like you said, Nolan, there they go, blocking it, and there is a shot in the arm once again. As quiet as it was in here, everyone is up and excited.
Man, I just said it, blocked that kick, and what did they do? They blocked the kick. Lamont McFadden gets through and blocks the kick and gives the Vulcans life here 10 minutes. There is easily time to tie this game up, and the Vulcans are not out of this one yet.
How about you start saying score some touchdowns since you've been saying the right things so far?
I may as well.
Yeah, let's see.
Score touchdowns, run the ball, do everything.
Wasn't going to be an easy game by any means. Rivalry matchups like this bring the pressure and bring the excitement.
I think these final 10 minutes, Colin, are going to be some very good football. Two teams fighting, the Vulcans pushing the score, and for Slippery Rock just trying to hold them off from scoring. Especially Nelson Brown, because he is going to be ready to push.
That's part of the equation. You got the ball back, and it's still a one-possession game. Now you got to punch it in and try to tie it up, or at least get some points out of it. Taking over on the 20 here. There is Brown. He's handed off to the outside. Gets the offense started here, a gain of a couple yards.
Yeah. Looked as though that there may have been an injured player on it, but looks as though that everybody will be okay. Whereas it's actually a guy coming off the field, Fritz Kelly Edmond.
Taking a hop, skip, and a jump to find his way off the field there. Moving pretty well.
Not enough of an angle from here to see what may have happened.
It'll be a gain of 3. They mark it, so it's going to be a 2nd and 7 from the Cal U 23. Mitchell with a man to either side now. Has this one, drops back to throw. There he goes across the middle, and that one is going to be incomplete. Dandridge looking for a flag, but he will not get one.
Yeah, it looked as though that there was going to be a flag there, and Coach
Just good
Dunn,
coverage.
Yeah, great coverage there by the Rock, but Coach Dunn and the rest of the Vulcans clearly thought there was, as you could see their argument on that call.
3rd down now, and 7 to be exact, on the 23. California needs to find something here. Trying to stun the home crowd here at Hollick-Thompson Stadium on Senior Day. It's going to be a 4 wide look here, 3 near, 1 far from Mitchell. Secures it. There's going to be a quick whistle here. I think they might have had a timeout called before that one got off.
I think it was actually...
Yep. It will be a timeout called by California before the snap there.
Yeah, and I saw this back judge back here in the back pulled out his flag. So
got a little worried there.
Yeah, I thought it was a flag, not a timeout.
Go ahead and check in on Shepherd and East Stroudsburg. Oh my goodness. This is actually a football score. 76-34. Shepherd beat East Stroudsburg today. That one really caught me off guard. And no, they are not playing early basketball. That is a football score.
Watching like
D1 completely thrown off.
I was about to say, watching D1 football, sometimes you see up there in the 50s or something. But 76, that game has to be going slow.
It's over.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's over. But wow.
Over 100-point score total.
They got started hot. 28-27 they put up, did Shepherd, before the half in each quarter. So they know a thing or two because they've seen a thing or two.
Yeah, that is very impressive.
Goodness.
Maybe I don't want to see Shepherd play.
We won't have to at this point. We'll probably see Westchester. Here comes the 3rd and 7 from the 23. Mitchell's going to look to throw this one. There he goes across the middle, hits his target in Dandridge, and he's going to get a 1st down.
It looks as though that may be right there on the line, but I think that it's 1st down.
He's going to get it. They're collapsing the sticks, and they're moving it forward. We have an injured Rock player here on the field. I believe that's number 1, Brad Zaffram, down on the turf there.
Yeah, Zaffram went down hard quickly and did not look good, so we're going to...
Oh, I take that back. It is not Zaffram. Let's see... Close up there. You can see the East standings. That's not going to help Shepherd. Well, it will help Shepherd's case. It's not going to help East Stroudsburg's case, as they're going to fall to 5 and 4. They should keep their position, though. Shepherd bumps up to 7 and 2. Looks like that was number 7. Making his way off Glover Williams again there, Nola.
Yeah, that's back-to-back times now. Back-to-back injuries for them have been Glover Williams, so that may have been another cause from that early injury.
9:35 left here in this one. Always great to see we have President Jones joining amongst the fans here today. She's directly in front of us.
Plus some other admin throughout Cal U. Mr. Barnhart is here as well today.
Here comes a 1st and 10 now from the 30. It's Mitchell dropping back to throw. Once again, feels a lot of pressure, and he's going to tee it up and let it fly. Going to the outside, and that is going to be incomplete. And there is a flag thrown as Dandridge was carpeted the whole time.
Yeah, that was a great play by Dandridge, able to make sure that he got the pass interference, and not much Tyree Spearman could have did, but that's big possession. If it is pass interference on the defense, yeah. The Vulcans' offense isn't moving at the moment, though.
And we've talked about it. They've given up an average of 112 penalty yards a game, has the Rock, and it could come back to bite them.
It easily could. I mean, penalties are just something that can cost games, and you see it all over no matter what sport. I mean, it doesn't just have to be football in general.
And there is a 1st down as that continues to add to their penalty yardage total there.
And on our sideline, you can hear the cheers, but on the other sideline is where you hear the boos coming in. So, with 9 minutes left, California continuing to look to push through here, Colin.
Looking to see if I can get the exact penalty yards given up to this point in time by the Rock here. We'll get it after this play. It's the 1st and 10 coming up from the 45. It's Hill in motion for California, breaking to the outside. Here it is. Handoff up the middle there to Brown. Brown right down on that S on the 50. He does fall into the 49 of the Rock, so he should be in their territory.
Yeah, a great run there by Brown, and I don't know if he got penalty minutes, but I would have to say it's probably close to 70-something, if not higher.
Boy, I'll tell you what, you're a lucky kid today. 7 for 65. You said about 70.
Huh. I'm getting a lot of things right. I said block the kick, scored a touchdown, flag.
Well, we didn't get the touchdown yet. I mean, I like your optimism over here. 2nd and 5 at midfield. Here's a Brown handoff as he is smoked immediately as he tried to push his way through the pile. Pile's getting a little feisty there.
Yeah, these two teams coming together, pushing and shoving here late. It's going to be a push throughout no matter who has the ball the rest of the way. Once again, Kyle, another 3rd down here for the Vulcans. They're trying to take advantage, get the 1st down again.
Here we go, 3rd and 4 coming up from the Rock, 49. Going with the 4 wide package here for Mitchell. There he goes, dump off to the outside of Brown. Brown able to grab that one, and he is going to be short by a yard. I mean, got somebody injured in the back. Looks like Mitchell's a bit slow to get up here.
And Noah Mitchell got hit kind of hard and late afterwards, but able to get back up, and looks as though that they're going to bring out the punt team here at 4th and 2. Can't imagine.
Well,
it looks like they are.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to go ahead and punt this one away with 7:26 left here before the end of this one. They'll call this drive off here. I mean, never put it past. You might see a fake or something along the lines like that. And there is a whistle coming up before the punt is away. And it's going to be a delay of game there on California, so back them up a couple of yards there, and that'll add some yardage to this punt return here for the Rock.
Add some more yardage, but for this next possession, this is where KU's defense ultimately is going to be put up to the task.
I guess
to make
they
sure
feel
they can
strong enough in their defense. I mean, we've been talking about it. There's a streak of an interception in every game to this point in the season. Haven't had one yet. Here as Hood kicks this one up and away. It's going to let it fall. It was a very short kick there, and they'll get it around the 30.
And once again, believe the wind. I can't tell which way the wind's coming.
There's President Jones in the stands enjoying a very blustery day here. But they must have a lot of confidence in their defensive unit there, Nolan, to go ahead and punt that one away.
I mean, they've stopped them almost.
I'm not going to say that's a bad idea because, I mean, you never know. It's been tough on 4th down at this point in time. Haven't gotten one yet. Both the times that have been tried have been shut down. So either way.
It has been in 2 of the field
goals. It's a 50-50 flip, you know?
It is, and 2 of the field goals have been blocked so far as well, so
Put a lot of
I would say they're giving them best trust. They just have to hope that Rivers makes a mistake.
Rivers keeping that ball there, and boy, he fooled everybody on that attempt. Defense swarmed there. Breon Koch thought it was going to be a handoff, but he took it away.
Yeah, and if that running back, I believe that was Dinkins, would have kept that one, that would have been a loss and would have been a big game for that defensive group.
2nd and 6 from the Rock 36 here. Here it is. It's going to be tossed to the outside. Hits Sweeting, and there goes Sweeting for a first down, and he's down at about midfield. Going to need to find a stop here, Nolan, as clock continues to run. 6:23.
Yeah, he's going to need one of those big stops. Going to need something to take place here as he's threw that one up, and thought maybe somebody could have got there to try to deflect it away or even possibly try to intercept it, but nothing there.
1st and 10 now from the Rock 49. Gonna fake that handoff once again. The ball's out. California's got it back. There it is. Like we said, put the trust in the defense, and they get it back. Goodness.
Gerald Brown once again stepping up and getting that ball. And the Vulcans have life once again. I said earlier, force a fumble. It happened, and the Vulcans get life again. But here's the time to take advantage. You can't give up the ball once again.
This defensive unit is an absolute monster. So far hasn't been their day for interceptions, but they've been forcing a lot of fumbles, changing the narrative here.
Sometimes you don't always need interception, Collins. You just need things to go your way.
Just got to get the ball on the ground or get it back. Vulcans taking over in Rock territory on the 47. Mitchell secures the snap here, dropping back to throw. And there he goes, long down the side, and that one is going to be incomplete. Tyson Hill was a couple steps behind.
Yeah, just a little bit overthrown for Tyson Hill, as they could have tried to get that play that they had like Jordan Dandridge and try to get the interference, but just a little bit outthrown there.
5:42 and stopped, our clock reads here. 28-21, a one-possession game. Rock in the lead here. Here it is. Mitchell has it. It's going to be handoff to Brown. There goes Brown, falling forward, continuing to stay on his feet, and he'll be right at that 40, so he'll gain about 5-6.
Brown almost slipped up there and almost didn't get as much yardage, but able to keep his ground footing and get the extra couple 2 to 3 yardage. So a little bit about third and 4 here, give or take.
3rd and 3. Ball on the Rock 40 here. 5:10. The clock reads left in this one. Will we be guaranteed some free football? Who knows? Here's Brown going to the outside, chugging forward. He's across the 40, and he's going to be close to the first down mark. I believe they're going to give it to him.
I thought as though that he got across there, but that may be a measurement call.
Oh, no. They have the 4th down marker out there. Looks like he'll be short by a yard.
See, from our angle here, it looks like he's way past there.
That's kind of what I was thinking, too. Okay, they're going to bring the chains out to measure this one. We're having some odd calls for the chains in this one. I mean, the last time they brought it out to measure, it was nowhere close to even needed to be measured.
I think he has it.
I think he does, too.
Oh.
Oh, no, he doesn't.
Wow.
Boy, we are wrong once again. It's tough to see from up here.
It is. It is.
But no, he's going to be short.
By
And once
inches.
again, by maybe 1 foot, not by ruler foot, I mean person foot, because that's the way I'm going to start measuring these short yardage situations, by 1 foot.
May as well.
Person foot.
That's so by, I mean, from there, oh, well, they don't have the change fully extended, but on a if you're the Vulcans, I think you go for it here. 4th and inches. I don't even think it's 4th and 1. I think it's 4th and inches, Colin.
Now the real question is, are they going to stack everybody in tight and try to just jam it across the line? Or are you going to try to get crafty and throw it over top? You have one of the best backs in America in your backfield right now in Division II. There it is. It's going to go to Brown. And there he goes. He's got it for the first down. Good play call there.
He definitely has that one. I don't think they need to measure that one.
Don't have to measure that one. You're right.
And the clock's going to continue to go. This Vulcans team is going to keep on pushing with 4.5 minutes left. You can hear the fans starting to get excited here, hoping for some sort of magic.
We're all excited here. We just got to at least tie this game up first. 4:23 left here as the ball now is placed on the Rock 35. And Mitchell's going to have 2 wide and a man to either side. There he is, dropping back to throw. Oh, a lot of edge rush there. There he goes, letting it fly for Dandridge in the end zone. And oh, Dandridge drops it.
That was one that
Had him beat, but just couldn't reel it in.
Once again, just slipping right through the hands, and it just seems as though that's been almost the story of the day. Just Dandridge is always most likely able to pull off that sort of call. We've seen in previous weeks making very skillful catches. Just that one slips right through, but burn his defender there. So he was able to get right by Tyree Spearman.
Oh, what a heartbreaker there. Would have tied the game up.
I thought that was it.
Here it is. Mitchell handing off to Brown on 2nd down. Brown still on his feet. Sachets past a couple through the 30.
Great running there.
But see, I think about this. If you would give them back with about 4 minutes, give or take, on the clock there, might be too much time.
That may be too much time, especially because, in my opinion, I think they would try to keep it at least. So I think the Vulcans doing what they're doing right now, trying to go as slow as possible, but still trying to make.
Got to get in, though.
You need to get in.
Well, yeah, you got. You
have to at this point now.
But 3rd and 4 coming up now from the Rock 27. Clock still rolling at 3:25. California trying to tie this one up. 28-21. There's Brown getting the handoff once again. I think Brown's going to be short once again here.
And over here on the side of the field, some sort of players get tangled up as Mitchell ran the whole way over and pulled Jordan Dandridge away from his defender.
That's a smart play right there, because you let that go on for too long, Glover Williams probably would have drew a flag on that.
That's that captain mentality coming in on the offensive side and saying, hey, we need to stop. We're not winning yet.
But they're going to give him the first down here, Nolan. It's been close. Those sticks have been getting their money's worth here today.
Whoever's working the sticks better be getting paid good money, because let me tell you,
they've been doing a lot of extra work
I was
here.
about to say they're doing more than what they normally have to.
1st and 10 from the 24 of the Rockets. Brown getting a handoff once again as he drags the whole pile with him, and we've come to a stalemate. The pile has not gone down. Nelson Brown is purely just in the middle of this.
And Nelson Brown usually doesn't fall. It seems as though it just keeps on pushing. Usually whenever the whistle blows, he's not down. He's just in the middle somewhere. It's just less than 2.5 minutes now, Colin. I think they're going to try to push to the end. Maybe, for some reason, go for 2 at the end to try to win it. I don't know. Maybe.
Oh, boy, let's not talk about that yet.
I don't want to think that far ahead.
That's too big of a gamble.
I don't want to think that far ahead.
My frail old heart at 23 couldn't take that. Here it is. It's going to be a handoff up the middle of Brown, and he's jumped immediately.
And that defense was able to get to Brown right away. There's nothing going, so once again, Vulcans may have to look for a throwing type play here. On 3rd and 5, with about 1 minute and 45 left here in this one.
Brings up a 3rd and 6 from the 21. 1:42 left on the clock here. California's got 2 timeouts to play with, which they have not wanted to use yet. Of course, it's been the Brown and Richie Sykes show, as Jamoria Cousin did not play today here. Mitchell feeling some pressure, rolling out on 3rd down. Here he goes, and goodness, throws that one a bit too long there as it's out of the end zone.
Yeah, that one was just not much open and just nothing going, but I can't tell, but I think that may be a flag there in the backfield.
It is. Yes, it is. Good eye.
I don't know what that may be.
It's over there in the end zone.
It is. I don't know what that may be, but that may be what California needs, as The Vulcans are starting to celebrate over here, so that one may be on the rock.
There is nothing. Thought it was going to be pass interference on defense, but no, it will not be. They'll pick it up. Minute 20 left in this one. 4th and 6. California needs to get into the end zone to tie this one up. It's 28-21 Rock.
A big play here for California, as you see. Ben Mitchell is down at the moment on one knee, so I don't know if he's just trying to catch his breath.
Well, he's got the trainers out there checking on him, maybe looking at his hand, something along the lines like that.
And did not catch.
'Cause he's down on one knee.
So we see.
Still getting checked out here.
We see Josh Dale possibly warming up just in case.
Yeah, he's getting his helmet on.
Just in case they need him for some reason. And it looks
well, there he goes. He's heading out onto the field.
Oh.
So I guess Josh Dale is going to be thrust into the spotlight here with minute 20 left, trying to tie it up against the 10th ranked team in the country.
Yeah, this would be a big moment in Josh Dale's career. I mean, and it's not that he needs to go for the end zone in this play. He only needs 6 yards. No, Colin.
Yeah, just got to reset the chains here. You got 2 timeouts to work with. Just got to get 6 yards at a time here. Mitchell's up now. And he'll go ahead and head off the field. Josh Dale's coming into this game. What a time to be thrust onto the field here. On the 21, trying to tie this up with a minute 20 left. 4th down and 6, might I add.
Against number 10 team in D2 football.
On the road.
On the road.
Wow, what a time to get thrust in the spotlight here. And now everybody's getting excited. The Rock trying to get their sideline into it. Cal trying to get their sideline into it. It's just going to be a lot of noise on both sides here. But I got the laser focus, so I'm going to keep this one locked in. 4th and 6. From the 21 of the Rock. It's Dale under center here, man to either side, going with the 3 wide look. 2 near, 1 far. Dale dropping back to throw. Surveys. There he goes, heading for the end zone. It's Jaquay Jackson into the end zone! Touchdown, Vulcans!
What a great pass from Josh Dale to Jaquay Jackson. Finds the end zone. And that sideline of Slippery Rock is quiet. Let me tell you about it, Colin. What a throw. 1 pass, 1 touchdown, and we got ourselves a ball game here.
Wow. Josh Dale comes in off the sideline, slings it, scores it, and I think he might just head on off. You know, it's his 1 celebrity shot appearance there. Josh Dale undefeated in celebrity shots. Hire looking to tie this ball game up. Holds down, kicks up. And that kick is a good one, folks. 1:14 left to go. Tied at 28 all around. Don't go anywhere. The exciting conclusion to this one will be nowhere else but CUTV Sports 1 and the Vulcan Sports Radio Network.
Colin, what's wrong, man?
I just don't know how my family back home in Millersburg, Pennsylvania can watch our stuff down here.
Well, they could follow us on Twitter, or they could like us on Facebook.
Yeah, but what about our sports? How can they watch those?
They could watch it live on our YouTube channel.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
Josh, the celeb shot Dale on the sideline there, getting it done on 4th and 6. Could have just went for 6, but nah, he said, I'm going to go ahead and tie this ball game up.
Yeah, find his wide open receiver, Jaquay Jackson, and Jackson is on fire. We haven't seen him much this year, Colin, but he has been on fire, and he's their man. The Vulcans defense gonna try and bring this momentum in and stop them, and could give the Vulcans still a chance to win this game.
Oh, ball fell off the tee there. Still a little windy.
Just a little.
Just a little bit.
Slowing down the train, too. It's the noise in the background.
Minute 14 left on this one. It's a tie game at 28 apiece. Kicks away. Sweeting's got it at the 15. He's on the 20 still, and he'll be wrapped up immediately.
And that was a great wrap up there by Derek Lockhart, able to get to the returner there. And this Vulcans defense is going to bring the momentum here and hopefully shut down the Rock.
Here comes the Rock now. They've got a minute 10 to work with here, and they do have 2 timeouts, so they could mount a drive.
I think if you're the Vulcans, you need as much noise from your crowd as possible, plus the sideline, to keep you motivated throughout this minute and 10. I mean, they do have those 2 timeouts, so time for this defense to step up here.
Here we go, 1st and 10 from the 23 of the Rock. It's Rivers under center. Looking to run this one, and there he goes up the middle, bounces off one tackler, still on his feet, continuing on his feet there, and he'll pick up a 1st down on the first play of the drive.
Yeah,
we're going to have a shaken up Vulcan here, who couldn't make it off the sideline in time.
Yeah, I didn't catch a number there, but Rivers just able to shake and bake throughout the middle there and find the opening. If you're the Vulcans, you can't be letting that happen as much as what it does.
I can't see the number as he is laid out.
And that's Breon Coke.
I think you're right. That 8 and the 6 are always so difficult, especially when the jerseys get rolled up throughout a game. I mean, the way I'm looking at it right now, it looks like a 0.
Yeah, it does look like a 0, but
it's an 8. 1st and 10 now, minute 2 from the Rock 35. Bleachers shaking here on the away side at Mahalik Thompson Stadium as the Vulcan crowd is trying to cheer their team on to overtime. It's going to be a 4-wide look for Rivers, 2 on either side. He drops back to throw, surveys, pocket collapses, steps up, trying to get rid of this one, rolling out. Oh, got a shoulder, continues to roll out. And there's Rivers picking up another 1st down as he scrambles all the way out to the 50.
And once again, Rivers able to break through, and it's just
the
defensive line almost gets there, but just Rivers notices it last second and gets out of the way.
And you got to remember, Jake Chapla, he had the same scenario here 2 years ago. It was in overtime that he beat California with a field goal to win it. So if they can get it into the area, he can kick it.
But Calia has also blocked it too.
Here it is. It's going to be Rivers dropping over the top. Screen look there, wrapped up. And it'll be close to a 1st down mark once again from the Rock 49.
Yeah,
but I think it's going to be short by a yard.
Yeah, that was close, but I think he's down by 2 to 3, so it should be 2nd and 3.
They're keeping it quick here. It's going to be 2nd and 2 now. Dropping back to throw. It's Rivers. Rivers feeling the pressure. Now he's going to roll out to the outside. And there he goes, getting another 1st down with 22 seconds left. And that is not what you want to see there. Rivers gets smoked going out of bounds, and they're going to tack a bunch of extra yards onto the end of that as Brown went after him.
Yeah, that was Brown that went after him, and then it also took out the other Brown as well, the injured Brown down on the sideline, as he pretty much laid out Rivers whenever he came into him. It looks as though the rest may be talking this one to.
Going to be unnecessary roughness there on Coke, and that just, oh goodness. That's going to move them so close here with 22 seconds left.
That's a heartbreaker right there, Colin. A penalty that you just can't take at this time, and just did. So now you really have to rely on that block and the kick now.
If there's ever a time to get that interception to keep the streak alive, hopefully it can be now as they go burst up the middle, and they're going to let the clock run here. They will take a timeout instead. Thought they were going to let it run and just take it with like 2 seconds left to set up for the kick. Oh, what a back-breaking penalty there, Nolan. Hopefully this defense and special teams can pick the team up here.
Yeah, that was a penalty that I feel as though it had to happen sometime throughout this game. As much as Rivers runs and tries to get to that sideline, it was not the time right now, and that may have cost us the game for the Vulcans.
18 seconds left here in this one. Ball is going to be placed at the Cal U 9. 2nd and 3.
I mean, I'm not saying anything. You never know what could happen on the field goal.
Oh, you never know.
With the
But if
Vulcans
they somehow
shoving
manage to get it in here, it's over.
Yeah, that is
But you
correct.
said you never know what's going to happen.
Timeout, ice the kicker, as they say.
But in one of the most electric atmospheres I've ever seen, 2 years ago here, Jake Chapla defeated California with a kick in overtime. And this place was rocking, and he wants to do it again. Here it is. It's going to be Rivers going for the end zone. And that one is going to be almost intercepted there, but it's going to fall incomplete. Oh, wow.
This game is just back and forth. You don't know what's going to happen each play.
Crazy.
Fumble, sack, turnover, touchdown. You never know. It's
never know.
Block kick. You don't know. So
Punt return for a bunch of yards. You never know. So it'll be 3rd and 3 from the Vulcan 9. 14 seconds left. Tie game at 28. Rivers has a man in motion going with 2 to the far side, 1 near. Back behind him directly as it's going to be a direct handoff right up the middle, and he will be short. And then we'll bring up 4th down here as the clock rolls at 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and they will call a timeout with 2 seconds left on the clock to bring Chapla out to win this one on his senior day.
Yeah, so this is where this time whenever the Vulcans crowd needs to get loud and make as much noise as possible. And this is when you need that big block kick at this time right now, Colin. And this may be the biggest moment to upset somebody. I mean, this almost reminds me of last year whenever we defeated IUP at home. They just kind of shut it down there at the end, so.
I don't know. I like where your head's at, but I don't know if this reminds me a lot of that here. Trying to get the sideline energized for this one is California here. They got everybody up on their feet. Here we go. Chapla is on to kick this one. It's going to be spotted up at the 7. One of the not easiest kicks you could ever think of in the game at this point in time. California special teams unit looking to get something done. I believe we're going to see a timeout called here by Cal U. We will. Two seconds left. Can California block this kick and send it into overtime?
And this is the time you almost wish you didn't block too early on, just because that way you could block one now.
Oh, who said you can't block 2?
Well, we blocked the one earlier, so technically 3. This could be the 3rd one.
Yeah, you never know.
So.
Wow.
But for this defense, this line is just making sure that can just get through and try to get some sort of finger on it. I mean,
any kind of anything. With your elbow, your
helmet,
head, your shoulder,
your foot,
your nose, your knee, I don't know, something. Anything. Just to get the trajectory of that ball off target. All right, here is Chapla. The 6'1" senior trying to wrap it up here on his senior day. California sideline excited here. He steps over, ball spotted on the 7. 2 seconds left here. Hold is down, and it is almost blocked, but Slippery Rock wins it, and they escape at the last second. There is a flag on the field here, but looks like the Rock is going to walk away a winner here today after the last second field goal is good. Jake Chapla. Flag was on California, and that one will be declined. So close, yet so far here as the Rock picks up the win, 31-28.
Yeah, such a close game the entire way through, and such fight for this Vulcan team. Fought until the end. Just a bad penalty that that took place and just costed the Vulcans the game. But great play overall. Fought until the end and almost defeated the 10th best team in the D2 football. So can't be upset about this one. I mean, you can, but it's just a tough one to take.
Oh, an absolute tough one there to have the chance to tie it up, which you did there right at the end of the game, really close. You put it into the end zone on a 4th down, and a great play call there. It's just Rivers was so explosive, and he picked up so many yards scrambling out there, rolling out of the pocket. That's just, it's the game plan for success, even though it didn't look like it.
Right, it's just Rivers had that explosive foot that just he was able to draw that penalty there at the end that you didn't know if it was going to happen or not, and it did finally, and he took advantage of it, and that sadly ended the game for California.
Any final thoughts, Nolan?
I mean, for this Vulcans team, I think you just need to continue and put up a fight like that each and every week, and that's how you can be successful. So here are 2 weeks left. It's just pushing forward to give your best effort now. This was such a close game that could have went either way. So, my opinion, it's a tough one to lose, but you got to keep your heads up at the same time.
Very tough one to lose indeed. Want to thank everybody that was a part of our crew here today. Tom Caton, Carl Childs, Gary Smith, the director, and for Nolan Bryceline, I'm Colin Kirkwood. Good night, California, and we will see you again soon.